All right. Good evening, everybody. Good day. Yeah, welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. Feels like it's been a minute. It's been like a week. But anyway, yeah. So, I hope everybody has been doing well. Today, we are back in another GA aircraft, the JustFlight Piper Arrow. There she is. Here at Manassas, Virginia. Kilo Hotel Echo Foxtrot. This is my home airport. My hangar is, I'm not going to say exactly where it is, but it's one of these, let's just say. And let's also just say it's kind of down that way. Anyway, yeah, so we're here at Manassas in the Piper Arrow. This is the Arrow 3. I have just a 1969 PA-28 R200. Different wing, different aircraft, but what we're going to try to do today is recreate the flights that I did very recently, kind of over the, well, in my case, kind of long weekend, up to Pennsylvania to see my dad and to see the Mid-Atlantic Air Museum's World War II weekend. It's a pretty big air show in terms of like vintage aircraft. So anyway, Micah, what's up, man? Speaking of PA-28s, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Foolery's World, what's up? Good evening. Hop Top, what's going on, man? Hey, awesome pics, by the way, from Tampa, I think that was. Yeah, so we're going to try. I mean, I actually filed, well, we're on VATSIM. I filed the same flight plan that I did file, pretty recently with ATC when I went up to see my pop. We're going to try to replicate it. We'll see. I don't know. It's a different Arrow, different avionics. So these are all the excuses coming out now. So we'll see how it goes. What do you guys think? Let's do it. So I did get the weather, no ATIS, but we do have the METAR 260 at 4, and yeah, it looks like the windsock is favoring 3-4 left, so that's good. That's what I used when I took off out of here Friday. The time is set too, also to about the same time that I took off, kind of late afternoon, early evening. Actually, the weather looks really similar, so this could be pretty cool. Let's see, we've got 2968. So let's go ahead and set that before we do too much else. I'll just go ahead and set it to field elevation, actually, which is right there. Cool. All right. Micah, we need an Aspen. I know, Micah. Yes, exactly. Talk to Richie. Richie Fly Us. Richie, I've known for a long time, works with V-Flight Air, and their Arrow, Micah, I don't know if you have it or not, the V-Flight Air Arrow for X-Plane has just that. It's got an Aspen, and it has, I forget which autopilot it has, but it's better than the Auto Control 3 that's in this thing. Actually, I downloaded this, it's not a livery, but this interior from Flight Sim TO, which kind of looks like, I mean, it actually makes this Arrow look a little bit more like my Arrow, except mine has like the 1969 fake wood grain paneling on the dash. Cool. So I already put fuel in. I put about 48 gallons, which is the amount of fuel that I carry in the Arrow. So we have useful, the fuel load is accurate. One pilot, one occupant. So this is actually pretty close to what I was sitting in on Friday night. Considerably more aircraft taking off and landing, but that's all good. So anyway, so we got Washington Center. Looks like we got Potomac Approach online too, so that's cool. So let me do one thing before we start up. Oh, well, speak of the Devil. Micah, you just have plastic on the panel? Yeah, mine's all plastic too, but I have like a fake wood grain plastic down here by the fuel gauges and the oil temps and pressures and the ammeter. So I feel special. Cool. Let me write down. Richie, we were just talking about the Aspen for an Aero. Anyway, hop top, third time. Third time the F-16's passed while the Stratotanker was refueling. That's awesome, man. They must be doing exercises, man. Richie flies. Just say Aeroflight, and there he is. Exactly. It's like saying Pennywise. Cool. What am I doing? All right. Our route, Arsenal 5 Woolly is what we filed. So I posted a pic, I think, of my scribbled shorthand that I write things down on the real iPad. So we'll kind of go with that here. Arsenal 5, so A5. I always get the Arsenal 5, so I just say A5 Woolly. Write down the my filed altitude 7, leaving room for the initial and the minutes, and then we'll get our frequency and our squawk. So let's start it up. The house was shaking. Yeah, man. So we'll pretend that we did the walk around. We would have come down here. I'm not going to do the full thing. We'd check the flaps would be down at this point. Ooh, you know one thing. Before we get too far into this, and I realize why we can't move. Let's go ahead and take that off and that off. And let's go ahead and refill the oil and recharge the battery while we're at it too. All right, cool. So I'm just going to put I'm putting this tablet up here because I like the JustFlight tablet, but yeah, man. No 1202 livery. No. We have it on the dash though. That's cool. All right, so we did the walk around. Let's assume we check the circuit breakers are all in. That's good. Avionics master is off, batteries off, props are full forward. Just kind of going through my, I don't have a checklist, but we'll go through the steps that I would go through on the checklist. Throttle's cracked about a quarter of an inch in my case. So we're going to go, and also, this is always in either left or right tank. It's on left right now. In our aircraft, JustFlight, they like to set you at off, but anyway, so and beacon is on, as we always leave it on in the real aircraft. So master's going to come on. We'll go fuel pump on, and then we'll go mixture full rich. Fuel pressure is increasing. That's a little unrealistic that it just jumps like that, but that's about 3 seconds. We'll turn that off. Assuming that the key is in the ignition, clear prop. I'm gonna leave that open. It's a little warm out. Crank. As the engine catches, gradually increase the mixture. There we go. That's good. About 1,000 RPM. Checking oil pressure is in the green. Oil temp is going to come up in a second, so that's good. Let's get this back down to 1,000 RPM, and let's lean the mixture because we're on the ground and we don't like foul plugs. Good start. Avionics master on. Awesome. Cool. All right. Let's go ahead and close our window. It's a little bit loud. All right. So go ahead and continue. We'll check to make sure the navigation database is current. It's not, but we'll say it is. Continue. That's going to give us half up, half left. And it does. That looks good. Since we're going IFR, let's also go ahead and just put that on map view. I don't use that second one. Okay. It's a waste of money buying that 750. Cool. All right, and let's call up and get our clearance. This is licensed to VR SimPilot. Excellent. Feels like a long time since I've done a stream, folks. So are we in Potomac approaches? Oh, we are. Nice. 1985.
1337, over back. 157, 523.
Actually, are they covering? Oh, we may be in. Hold on one second, folks. We may be in. It looks like we're in Potomac approaches. Yeah, we're good. Potomac approach. Good evening. November 1202 Romeo is on the ground at Manassas. Clearance to Pottstown Municipal, please.
November 1202 Romeo. Unfortunately, I'm running to a DCA project to contact Washington Center 13372.
Okay, center then 3372 for 1202 Romeo. Thank you. Sorry about that.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. I love it. All right. Washington Center, good evening. Arrow 1202 Romeo is on the ground here at Manassas. Clearance to Pottstown Municipal, please.
November 1202 Romeo, Washington Center, hello. Clearance on request, number 1, standby.
All right, clearance on request number 1, nice. RJ, what's up, man? Hey, VR, do you know TDS released an updated... What? An updated... I think I have the updated GTN-XI. I don't have the updated database. Are you serious? Oh, man. RJ, man, you made my night, bro. Oh, a new database. Ah, that means I can keep using this for another year. That's awesome, man. Ah, that's awesome.
Center, good evening, United 2169.
Hang on one second here, folks. Let's go ahead and put at least put in our destination. Oh man, really? That's the best news I've heard all day, man.
United 2169.
Richie, good day,
Washington
Potomac.
Center.
Exactly.
You're breaking up, say again.
That Potomac approach controller was. You don't usually hear that accent. But that's awesome, man. RJ.
Got it 2169.
Oh, it works in the ovation too.
30.
Epic, man.
Taxi via,
That's awesome. I'm just going to go ahead and make some assumptions here. Let's load up the Arsenal 5. We're going to use 3-4 left. We're going to go to Woolley.
1499, passing 16,4210.
So let's just go ahead and load that for now.
1499.
Can always remove it.
Climb maintain flight level 320.
Just kind of assuming that we're going to get this clearance and then direct to Westminster.
November 1202 Romeo, you are cleared to Potsdam via the Arsenal 5 departure Woolley transition minutes filed. Initial altitude, we'll go 5,000, expect 7,000, 10 minutes after departure. Climb via the SID. Let's start this up. Clear to Potsdam, Arsenal 5 departure, Woolley transition, climb via the SID. Expect 7,000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure of frequency with me and squawk 051 tree.
Arrow 1202 Romeo, clear Pottstown Muni via Arsenal 5. Departure Woolley transition then is filed. We'll climb via the SID, expecting 7 and 10. Departure, we'll just stay with you and then squawk 0513.
American 2821 is at flight level 370.
November 1202 Romeo, read back correct. Weather at Manassas, wind 260 at 4, altimeter 2968. Call when ready to taxi, and you can expect runway. Let's go runway 34 left.
Okay, copy the weather. Call for taxi, expecting 34 left here at Manassas. Arrow 1202 Romeo, thanks. All right, cool. It works in the ovation. That's awesome, man. Dang, you read it. RJ, I read it too fast for Potomac. Well, he is not used to. He's not used to controlling Manassas. And actually, what I think was happening is I think he was trying to get me the weather. I think is what was going on there. Let's go insert before. Let me get this clearance in here. It's EMI is Westminster. Yeah, and plus I can rattle this off in my sleep pretty much because it's just. I mean, this is. I've done this. I've gotten this clearance probably many times. Let's just say load airway. Now this is one thing that I don't have. So I have just a GNS 430. I don't have airways, so I have to load in all of the waypoints. Although I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't ever load in all the waypoints. Unless the weather's really nasty. I don't load in all the waypoints. All right, so that is to MXC is Modena. Let's load that. So the 419 Medina and then direct destination. That's great. One thing I'm going to do here before we get too far into it, let me go ahead and just add in a TOD point of 0 AGL, which is going to give us
533 requesting step away for 15.15 minutes.
Yep, 256 feet there, so that'll give us a little TOD. Let's go to our map. Cool. Back to our clearance. We're climbing via the SID. It's the Arsenal 5, so it's going to be basically climb 800 feet and then a left turn out to Shirley. maintaining 2,000 feet there. So initial altitude is actually 2,000 feet. 0513
changes. Two advisory approved. Good night.
Thank you over to Unicom. Have a great
is
night.
our squawk. Let's go ahead and go altitude reporting, although it's going to put us into ground mode anyway while we're on the ground. That's it. That's good. We're ready to go. Let's pull up our departure. So let's just go over this real quick. It's again, every time I've left Manassas on an IFR flight plan, I've gotten the Arsenal 5 departure. Now I do get pulled off of it pretty quick in real life. So off 34 left, it's basically 800 feet, and then you just make a left turn to catch the 230 radial inbound Casanova. So the fix that you're shooting for is Shirley, that's at 2,000, and then Casanova is, they give you up to 3,000. Now, usually what happens is I don't even make it to Shirley. I get pulled off this and just get vectored. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens here. So cool. We're going to leave it there because I know how to taxi at this airport. And
Raleigh altimeter 297.
I'm not going to do the full. What do you guys think? You know what? I'm not going to do the full procedure for the full pre-flight, the full run-up and all that. I mean, you guys... Well, maybe we will. I don't know. Alright, so this is kind of weird taxiing this way to the runway. Usually, like I said, my hangar's down there a little bit further.
JustFlight 153, we'll expect 23 right.
Thank you.
We'll go ahead and sync the heading bug while we're taxiing. Although, while you're taxiing, of course, you shouldn't really be doing anything other than taxiing.
Yeah, 4417, roger. Let me know when you're back.
We'll call for taxi here in a second. But RJ, I probably did that readback a little bit quickly. It's all good.
November 19er Romeo Papa. Descend and maintain flight level 220.
The weather's looking good here in Manassas, actually. A little windy today. I think the wind's died down a little bit. My house is about 15 miles away, I'd say.
Washington Center United 2169, fully short runway 30.
I'm so used to using this throttle quadrant like it's a 737. I had the power pulled all the way out.
Wind 270 at 9er, runway 30, clear for takeoff.
30, clear for takeoff.
I guess I could have taxied all the way back down there. Washington Center, November 1202 Romeo is holding short here, Alpha, ready taxi.
Walker 2702, heavy. Runway, runway 23 via Alpha. Actually, sorry, you're ready to go, right? Sorry.
Ready for departure, runway 23 Alpha.
Roger. And Walker 2702, wind is 260 at 4, fly runway heading, runway 23, clear for takeoff.
On the runway heading 23, clear for takeoff, Walker 2702 heavy.
Washington Center, Aero 1202 Romeo is Manassas holding short Alpha, ready taxi.
In November 02 Romeo, runway 34 left, taxi via Alpha.
34 left via Alpha, 02 Romeo, thanks. All right. Yeah, ATC does an amazing job, like working the little guys, and also all the majority of the people flying the big ones. This is actually really good, and they do a really good job. So I think you kind of throw folks for a loop sometimes when you show up in a low and slow Piper Aero like this. So, man, just good on them. It's got to be difficult. I can't imagine. Cannot imagine.
And JetBlue 340, descend via the Corey 4 arrival, Philly altimeter 2961.
I'm gonna put the chat in a better place here. I'm not gonna do the full run up and all that. So doors and windows are locked and latched. Seatbelts are securely fastened.
5188.
I cannot pre-select anything because my autopilot sucks. So no altitude pre-selected, but we're going up to 2,000. We know that the departure's been briefed.
Washington Center, cross 3 at 2000, Endeavor 5188.
On takeoff, though, if we do lose the engine, we'll fly straight ahead, find a field out there by the Two Silos Brewery at the end of 3-4. Land in a field that's just past the brewery, just by Target.
United 930 Heavy, Washington Center, welcome aboard, come and maintain flight
Over
level
800 feet, we can
220.
make the right turn and land on the parallel, coming back on 16 left. So any questions? No questions. All right. Richie, love doing that, especially on exam day. Oh yeah.
United 2169,
You got to give him
radar
some.
contacts,
Got to make it, interesting, right? But you guys maybe like right here.
2,600 United.
That's better. All right, cool.
United 2169, climb and maintain flight level 320.
320 United 216.
How's the view, by the way? Is this okay, or does it look like I'm sitting too low? Washington Center, Aero 1202 Romeo is holding short 34 left at Manassas, ready to go.
November 02 Romeo. Wind 260 runway 34 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 34 left. Aero 1202 Romeo. Awesome. All right, lights.
Walker 2702 Heavy, radar
Camera,
contacts,
good. Action.
Leave 1.9 for 3.
Traffic, no traffic. Time.
And
Start
Walker
the timer.
2702, turn right heading 300,
Now let's go.
climb and maintain flight level
Trims.
380.
Trims.
Heading 300, flight
That's the
level
thing about not
380,
using a
100.
checklist like I usually do. Trim set for takeoff.
Center,
All right.
flight 153, we're,
So everything is in
Master
knots in this
163.
aircraft, and in mine it is in miles an hour. I think we're going to
And gas
rotate
flight
at around,
153, descend via the taxi 1.
what, about 60 knots? I rotate around 65 miles an hour, 70. You know what? We'll go for 65 anyway. All right. Let's go. Toga. Richie, I can't read that, man. I'll read it after we're airborne. Gauge is green. Yep. Airspeed alive. Trying to maintain center line. Ooh, it's difficult. Oh, more right rudder, says the CFI.
DC Center,
60.
Delta 2150 is back.
5. Rotate.
Delta 5120, right, 2150. Roger,
Positive
thank you.
rate of climb. No more usable runway. Gear up. All right, so we fly runway heading here. Let's pitch for 9. I think it's 100 miles an hour in my plane. Let's go for 90 knots.
United 4417, Washington Center.
Excuse me. There we go. Let's go ahead and fly this till 800 feet, and then we'll make a left turn. Fly off to Shirley.
Washington Center, Walker 2570, climbing through 7,000 for 17000 on 65.
Walker 2702.
This haze is
heavy,
realistic.
clear
We're getting
direct,
some really
wait,
bad haze here because of the Canadian wildfires. So that's actually realistic. Let's pull the prop back to
Walker
2500.
2570, Washington Center. Hello.
There we go.
Climb and maintain
There's 800
flight
feet,
level
left turn.
290.
I maintain 290, Walker 2570.
Keeping the power in. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Keep the power in, folks.
7000.
Making that left turn to Shirley.
Delta 512,
There's 1,000
Washington
feet,
Center.
1,000 to go. And let's do this. Let's go direct. Shirley, activate.
Delta 512, apologies, second.
Delta 512, just wondering what your, if you could confirm your destination.
Autopilot on.
Atlanta.
Roger.
All right. It's 100
Also,
feet.
can you confirm that you got my private messages?
Go ahead and turn the fuel pump off. Landing light can come.
Yeah,
Whoops,
get them
that's
in.
not the landing light. Landing light can come off.
November 02 Romeo, radar contacts, the altitude leaving.
1202 Romeo is leaving 1,800 feet.
November 02 Romeo, climb and maintain 7,000.
Climb maintain 7,000. Aero 2885 Romeo. Awesome. Let it go. Up to 7,000. We're on our way. Cool. So climb checks. It's going to be fuel pumps off, landing lights off. We can pull this back to 2,500 and square it off a little bit. Although honestly, let's leave that in. Props at 2,500. Let's go ahead and trim this down a little bit. Actually, what we can do, this actually does have vertical speed mode if we go, whoa, that's a little much though.
All right, last aircraft checking into Washington Center, no voice heard. Boeing 860 Papa Sierra, Washington Center, welcome aboard.
Climb rate is ridiculous.
Papa Sierra, thank you.
Flight level 220.
All right, let's
Looking for
turn
higher
off.
for Boeing 860 Papa Sierra.
Boeing
That
860
climb
Papa
rate's
Sierra, maintain
ridiculous.
flight level 220.
Going to 220 Papa
It's a little
Sierra.
hard to trim this thing out. Anyway,
That is 44.
Trying to trim for a good cruise climb here.
Center 119.55.
Richie, your S2 exam, you had a stream of IFR arrivals and 5 on the circuit. Oh, yeah. That's brutal. That is brutal, man. Sync the heading bug here. The initial part of this departure is a little bit of a high workload event, but other than that, it's pretty good. We're looking really good. Miles per hour makes your plane faster, exactly. 60 to 75, 60 to 70 knots rotate on the 3. Okay. I'm not sure why we're kind of porpoising all over the place. Honestly, it's kind of hard.
November 19 Romeo Papa descend via the Tackley 1 arrival. Raleigh altimeter 2977. Expect visual approach to 3.
Cruise is about 110. Yeah. A cruise climb is about 110. That makes sense.
Taxi 1 arrival, we'll expect T3 raise, November 1, Romeo Papa.
There's supposed to be like a vertical
Washington Center United 1499, can we step away for
speed hold here. If I click that, I should be able to control the vertical speed. Oh, there we go. Now I got it. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So climbing about 700 feet per minute. Nope. Look at that. It winds it way up to 1,000 feet per minute. That's
5321
weird.
Washington Center 5x5. Break Delta 512.
Yeah, I don't like that. Turn that off.
Site Jacksonville Center is offline. Radar services terminated. Frequency change to advisors approved. See ya.
It's windy up here, I think is what it is. So I'll just kind of do this manually. Take a quick outside
Delta
view.
512 Washington Center.
Delta 512, go ahead.
Delta 512 leaving my airspace. Jacksonville Center
It's
offline.
dangerous in the
Radar
climb, though.
services terminated. Frequency change to
There's
advisory
5,000 per
approved.
7. Junior Dell 2012. What's up, man? What? I have the Oculus Quest. Quest 2, man. Shame they didn't just rip out the Piper auto control. I know, man. This auto control is terrible. Analog autopilot. It's a POS.
United 938 heavy, can we step away for 7 minutes?
It is a POS.
Yep.
All right, we should lean a little bit here on the climb too. We don't need to be.
Roger, just let me know when you're back.
Don't need to be burning that much gas even in the climb. There we go.
All right, who else checking in Washington Center?
All right, as soon as we get up to our altitude. How are we not even to Shirley yet? What's our ground speed? 95 knots. What are the winds doing up here? I mean, it's like we're standing still. Gears up, right? This is going to take forever. Look at that. 96 knots across the ground. Like, what are we in a...
position.
Are we in a Cessna? All right, left turn to Casanova. See, right about now, well, way before now, we would have been getting vectored off of this. I mean, this is kind of brutal in real life. If you get the full SID, then you're not, you did something wrong in life to piss off the controller. But we'll fly it. Now, like about here, I was getting vectors. In fact, I was getting vectored just to the west of Dulles. So anyway, yeah, Junior Dell 2012 Oculus Quest 2, man. Great headset. See if I can move this maybe over. Put that over there, maybe. Put you guys kind of up here. There we go. All right, 400 to go. Speed up a little bit, hopefully. Yeah, we've got to remember this is all in knots and not miles per hour. Yeah, see, look at this. If we zoom out, I usually get cut like
Endeavor 51.
way over here.
Atomic approach 119.8.
It's all good though. All right, let's start lowering the nose a little bit, getting ready to level off. I will use the altitude leveler here, or the wing altitude hold mode. That not really part of the auto control, but we'll imagine that there was one installed aftermarket, and right about there.
Net 523, Washington Center, hello, I did.
Cool.
523.
JetBlue 340,
7,000 feet.
leaving my airspace. New York Center is offline. Radar services terminated. Frequency change approved. Good night.
So pull this back to about 10 gallons an hour. Although, man, I don't know. The fuel flow's kind of. Oh, something's messed up here, right? That's a weird little.
JetBlue 5321, Washington Center. I hear you a lot better now.
Yeah, we'll just leave it there. 10 gallons an hour. Cool. 7,000 feet.
1921, checking in past 15,000, 17,000.
That haze is the real deal too. I live pretty close to here, and the haze due to the Canadian wildfires that has been blowing down from the north is legit. I mean, I played golf today, and we were out on the golf course, and man, it was
heavy. Washington Center.
It was weird. It was almost like apocalyptic the way the sky looked. Anyway. Micah, caution. New paint should be here on Thursday. Nice. You'll need to have the aircraft ready by Friday. Your annual. And then you go into annual? What are you doing to yourself, man? Oh, that's brutal. Let's pull the prop back, by the way. So cruise checks. Prop set, power set, mixtures leaned. This is telling me 10 gallons an hour, although I'm not. Something's weird with this mixture control. That seems about right there.
2368, Washington Center, welcome aboard.
Fuel pump is off, landing light is off.
American 2821, descend via the CAPS 3 arrival, Washington altimeter 2966, landing north.
Yeah. We'll accept about 50 feet of altitude deviation. That's fine. We're not going to get a phone number for that.
American 2128.
Micah, and you know you're basically going to do the annual. Yeah, man, like a owner-assisted annual. Awesome, man.
Via the CAPS 3 arrival, Washington altimeter 2966.
Yeah, I don't know why you do that to yourself either. The yellow blinky is the auto gear extension. I don't have this in my aircraft, to be honest. I don't know how to.
American 2821.
I don't have that in my Aero. Ours was removed by STC.
American 2821, that's Washington's landing north, and you can contact.
And I don't know. I don't know how to turn that off. If anybody knows how to stop that thing from blinking, I mean the auto gear.
American 119.85.
Yeah. It's just a friendly little.
American 2821.
Mike, yeah, I don't. Just pull the breaker.
Cross Hyper.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
At maintain 14,000.
How do we? That's a good idea. Which breaker is it?
Hyper at 14,000. United 938. We just came
landing
back.
gear pump.
United 938. Thanks. Information Bravo. Current.
Hang on a second here. Autopilot. Fuel pump. Landing gear pump.
Visual approach 1 center.
Lights should stay on.
Altimeter, and we'll be expecting 1 center visually. 938 heavy.
I don't see the breaker for it, man.
17,000.
Can you really pull the breaker for it?
Boeing 860 Papa Sierra. Cross
Micah, yeah, ours is removed.
Altimeter 2968.
Absolutely.
Hyper 15 2968 Papa Sierra.
Center, Gas
Yeah.
153. You want us to intercept the load?
The auto gear extension was removed when I bought the plane. So yeah, man.
If you turn left, heading 240.
Richie, in the V-Flight Aero, you have a switch to turn it off. Ooh, nice. It's another checkbox for the V-Flight Aero. By the way, folks, yeah, if you guys have X-Plane, definitely get the V-Flight Aero. It's superior to the JustFlight Aero in so many ways. I mean, including the fact that you can get either an Aspen EFD was it EFD 1000? I think you guys have in there, or G5s. Yeah, and it's really good.
33, you're leaving my airspace. Atlanta Center's
I mean, I actually had
radar
both
services
for
terminated,
for X-Plane, and then when I got the Aero, the real Aero, I actually bought the JustFlight Aero for a little bit of familiarization, just because they had the Aspen in there, and it's really close to the real deal.
And November 616, November, Papa Washington Center, welcome aboard.
So we're off to Dawn's now, I guess. Yeah, I don't.
Delta 180.
I don't think I've ever made it to Dawn's in real life. I mean, usually I'm on like a 030 here, and then
At 1810, Washington
you're gonna
Center,
get direct
welcome aboard.
Wooly. Actually, I'm gonna call them up and ask for direct Wooly. Well, once we get to about here-ish, I'm gonna ask direct Wooly, because then we're not gonna mess with Dulles traffic. Anyway, Papa Fried, what's going on, man? How you doing? Good to see you. It seems like it's been a while, but honestly, it's been a while since I think we've done a live stream, so it's not you, it's me. Oh, by the way, the night lighting though, and the JustFlight Aero is really good. We might use a little bit of it. Let's get this out of here. It's probably just Dulles airspace. Yeah, airspace alert.
Delta 2150, descend and maintain 1 tree.
Richie, the JustFlight one is pretty good too. Just take the autopilot. I agree. I think I hate
Delta
the
2150, Philly altimeter.
I don't like the auto controls anyway, like in real life or otherwise.
Delta 2150.
And it's not great in this aircraft. It's
Southwest
just not.
223, descend via the Corey 4.
See, there's something screwed a little bit up with the
altimeter
mixture,
2963.
in my opinion here. Like if I pull this back, see that looks like it's working. But if I use my
Gaslight 153,
no, it's working all right.
12 o'clock.
No, it's not, because then the mixture is full rich, and it's showing like 9.5 gallons an hour. But if I lean, it's showing a higher fuel burn, or a higher fuel consumption, which doesn't seem right. And I don't want to pull it back too far; we'll kill the engine. So
United
I'm gonna leave it about there.
Leaving my airspace.
Anyway.
Atlanta Center is offline. Radar services terminated. Frequency change.
Papa Fried, you graduated like a week ago. Congratulations, man. Well done. You made it. The best years of your life are over. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry, man. No, congratulations, man. That's awesome. You went to Universal Studios. That's awesome, man. Richie, you're always full rich. Oh, I get it. I see what you did there.
Thanks, clear for the visual approach.
So I think so I had a problem with my custom views. Let's see. Are they? Oh, they're working again. Nice. Yeah, we get wing views here.
Gaslight 153. Sure, clear for the visual 2.
If you're a passenger in the Aero, this is kind of what you'd see, except in my Aero, your feet would be pretty much in your knees would be in your nose. Let's see what else we got. This one, yeah, a little left seat action. Oh, look at this guy, pro streamer. Hit the like button for all the custom views here in the Piper Aero 3. The Blue Ridge off to the left there. Whoops, hit the wrong button because I suck. There we go. Yeah, this is pretty much what it looks like. I don't know. You guys check out those pics that I posted up on the Discord. MSFS gets it pretty darn close.
150 coming 170.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. So what are you doing now? You doing anything aviation related, Papa Fried? What are you gonna do now? After the summer, obviously. Richie, to be honest, when you flew in a 3, it didn't feel that spacious in the back. I mean, it's not like a bow, but it's a lot more spacious than a PA200R or PA28R200.
23 left, clear to land, got that
Cool.
123.
American 6215, flight level 170.
This looks good.
November 19 Romeo Papa, fly heading, correction, turn left heading.
Yeah, give me direct Wooly now, right? Like, are we clear?
Descend and maintain 3000.
I don't want to increase this workload, but I don't know.
250 down to 3000.
Micah, never stop learning. Exactly. That's a good phrase for aviation or life in general, man. Just never stop learning. Learning new stuff. Richie, JustFlight one looks a bit more spacious than it seemed. Maybe it's a camera thing. I don't know. Let's go back here again. I mean, I gotta move up a little bit because my view is a little jacked. This is about it right here. No, that looks pretty. This looks about right. It's pretty tight.
And is there any chance we can
this interior looks a lot cleaner than mine too, I'll tell you.
ILS instead of visuals, it seems like it's much class, 9:30 there.
Oh, Papa Fried, man, thank you. Oh, you didn't have to, thanks, man.
Thank you for the.
Thank you for the. Thank you for the 2, man. That's awesome. Appreciate that. Definitely not. Definitely not. Just thanks, man. Appreciate it. That's incredibly generous of you, sir, or ma'am. Sir, I think though. But yeah, man. Appreciate the 2. All that goes back into the channel, of course.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, just whatever you're gonna do. You honestly don't know what you're gonna do. You know what? There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you still got time to figure it out. Just you made it. You cleared that first. That first hurdle, and yeah, man, the world's at your fingertips. Do what you want. But thanks for the 2. Seriously, I appreciate that. You guys definitely, it's always never expected, but always incredibly never expected, but always incredibly appreciated, man. I'm just happy you guys are liking the content, to be honest. And I feel bad that I haven't streamed in a while. It's just been brutally busy with work, and then honestly, my last week I didn't stream at all last week because my daughter had golf matches I think she had like 4. Yeah, she had 4 in the span of a week, and then they were all evening matches, 9 holes. So I was getting home at 8:30 or 9, and just no chance to stream. And no complaints. I mean, I would 100% rather spend time with family and with her events. But I missed you guys. So this is a really busy week for me too, to be honest. Today was busy at work. Tomorrow I'm going to be in the city at a conference in DC for a conference tomorrow and Thursday. But I think I'm going to stream tomorrow night too. Maybe like 7:30 or 8 again. But I am going to. I actually have a stream all ready to go. It's in the hopper. It's in the. It's in the breach. It's ready to fire. I just need to actually make it public. I think we're just going to do I've got Bradley to BWI and then BWI Atlanta. Just in the PMDG. Just kind of a chill stream. Kind of like this. But anyway. Richie, sorry. VR Simpod's a proper streamer now. Super chat and everything. Jeez. Richie, man, I never promote it, man. It's never promoted to donate or to join. Although I think the memberships, I think I do have a little, what do you call it? A cloud bot message. If you guys do want to join the channel, that is available. But nah, man, I don't promote it. I'm happy you guys like this stuff, man. Dustin, what's up, man? What is going on? How you doing? Welcome. Sorry, Mike, I missed your chat. Don't need to know what you're doing to do. Just work hard, pay off your debt. Amen. Oh, can we? How do you highlight that part? Pay off your debt. How do you highlight that? That is so key, man. Yes. Avoid future debt. Yes. Everybody on the channel, please listen to Micah. Yes. Yes. Debt is bad. Don't. Just get yourself out of debt. Avoid debt. Take that stress out of your life. All right. Megan, what's going on? Oh, well, then, didn't expect this. Oh, okay. I hope you're pleasantly surprised. Anyway, hello, everybody. Hello, Megan. Let's take an outside view real quick. Catch up with chat, and then I'm gonna really do need to call and ask for that shortcut.
10 to 11 o'clock, 8 miles.
Man, that is really accurate. I mean, this view is incredibly accurate. Washington Center, good evening. It's November 12, 02 Romeo at 7,000. Any chance for direct Wooly? Oh, man, blocked him.
Step done.
All right, had a couple aircraft calling in at the same time. Who wanted direct?
That's 1202 Romeo. By chance, can I get direct Wooly?
Yeah, November.
Come on, you want to.
Let's see, 1202 Romeo. Roger, clear direct Wooly.
Direct Wooly, 1202 Romeo. Appreciate the shortcut. All right, direct Wooly. Let's go. Need some time. And we are definitely not,
Southwest 223.
and I don't say this in a bad way at all, you know, to this controller, but we are not his priority, which is totally cool. I mean, he's got a lot of stuff to worry about here, so just maybe a gentle nudge. Hey, can we get direct Wooly? Yeah, we got direct Wooly. That's going to cut off a lot of our route, and this is actually now more along the lines of what I would be flying. Usually I fly a little bit over top of, or actually even just to the south of this is Leesburg Airport right here, Juliet Yankee Oscar. So that's actually pretty good right there. Anyway, Dustin, you're going to watch, a new Spider-Man's out. Right? I got to catch up, man. I'm kind of out of touch with my superhero movies. But yeah, man, enjoy. Megan, you love when you find random YouTubers and they just have tiny streams that you can join without the chaos of over 1,000 watchers. What? Megan, you have found that channel.
Approach now, 128.12. See ya. 2012 Southwest 223.
Nah, Megan, this is just kind of a chill channel where we do virtual reality flight sim, and in this case you are witnessing a recreation of a real world flight that I took
Washington Center, squawk tree, one tree.
Friday. This leg was Friday afternoon, well, early evening, late afternoon, and then we'll do the return, and we'll go back to Manassas, which will recreate the flight that I did on Sunday, although without the turbulence. You will not see me gritting my teeth. I never get nervous when it's bumpy, but man, I get a little tense just because, man, I was getting oscillations. It was 100 up, 100 down the whole way, and I'm like, come on. Like, this was supposed to be fun. And it was fun, but man, I was getting my butt kicked around. Micah is also a random streamer, yes. Everybody who hasn't checked out Micah's channel, please do so now. Micah, have you streamed in it's been a while, right, man? It's been a minute. I think since you have popped up a stream. Oops, wrong button. The fun of being in VR, though, I have like buttons bound to various views, and sometimes I can't find them. There we go. All right. So we get the. Actually, I'm not sure if that's the Blue Ridge anymore off our left wing there, off to the west. I guess it's still the Blue Ridge. Well, we have access to a nice map. Why don't we use it? We don't need the Arsenal 5 departure, and there are no arrivals into November 47. Actually, what we can do, let's pull up the VFR map. And that will tell us a little bit more about where we are. Yeah, so that's Leesburg. That's Juliet Yankee Oscar down there. Okay, Charlestown, Harper's Ferry. So I don't know if this is actually the Blue Ridge anymore, but close to it.
Washington Center,
so we're flying now.
American 2384 on the ground at Richmond.
So this is Virginia, and then up here this is all Maryland here. So we're almost to the
American
Maryland
2384, Washington Center, clearance on request.
Cool.
Stand by. November 616, November Papa, contact Potomac approach.
Yeah, we're going to run out of ATC though. Looks like New York Center's offline and not going to come online, which is kind of a bummer.
November 616, November Papa, 119.85. See you.
That's all good.
Washington Center, good 8, the Charlie Foxtrot 0, Charlie,
that's all good.
400.
November, correction, United 938, descend and maintain 3,000.
Just chilling in the back here, kicking the back of my seat. Stop kicking my seat.
United 938, heavy.
Micah, yeah, I wonder why you haven't streamed yet. You got a lot going on, huh? Yeah, I hear you, man. You have had a lot going on.
Heading 3000.
I think your day job is kind of busy too, right? I mean, there's a lot going on in the world right now.
United 938, Washington Center.
17 2000.
It drives me nuts when that message light flashes like that.
Washington Center,
Gotta
it's
kill
Charlie
that.
Foxtrot here, Charlie Lima, flight level 400.
November 19er Romeo Papa, turn left heading 090.
All right, so that's the Potomac River
090 and
that we're about to cross over, and Charlestown and Harper's Ferry is. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see that, like the smokestacks there. That's actually a really good representation of something that's really there. This is coming out of the, what's it called, We Love VFR, which you can get on Flight Sim TO. There's like a trash incineration plant that lives right there on that bank of the Potomac River. So that's actually a really good representation of something that's there in real life. And then Charlestown is kind of right through that gap right there at Harper's Ferry. You guys know Harper's Ferry from your history, I would imagine, right? What happened at Harper's Ferry? Whose raid occurred at Harper's Ferry? Anyone? Bueller? First one in the chat to identify it gets a free prize. Junior Dell 2012 use a G2. Nice, man. It's funny, man. So, Junior Dell, I don't. Richie was asking that question today. I don't have any direct comparison because I'm poor and I can only afford one headset, and I honestly don't have a G2. I've heard it's pretty good though. I think the resolution's a little bit better, but I think you need a little bit more power to drive it.
JetBlue 5321.
In my opinion, I think you can make the with my system anyway, with a i9 9900K running at 5 gigahertz and a 3080 Ti. I think you can make the Quest 2 look as good as you can make the G2 look with the same FPS and smoothness with my system. Now, if you have like a 4090, the G2 is probably better. Micah, John Brown's raid. Micah, you, sir, you will win a prize. You win a copy of, we're talking about We Love VFR. You win a free copy of We Love VFR, which will provide beautiful landmarks such as this to enhance your VFR flying experience. So you win a copy of We Love VFR. Contact me in Discord for details. John Brown's raid, exactly. Very good. And that one free Saturday that you had that you spent painting your aircraft.
Push start.
Everybody in chat or watching this stream, you guys have got to just the work that Mike has put into that plane, to his Cherokee, is insane. And Mike, man, one of these days we're doing that flying. We're doing it. We're gonna meet up somewhere. If for nothing else, then I get to shake your hand. Because Micah is, I mean, the do-it-yourself-idness that he's going through with this thing is just, it's insanely rare these days. So, and just much respect.
We'll call you when we get closer and get clear.
Pop Fried Quest has a worse resolution. Yeah, it does, absolutely. It does. But it also takes more to drive the G2, so it's a trade-off, man. Megan, the stream keeps pausing. Oh no, because your laptop's on its last life, and your internet's going slower than being on Pluto. Oh no. Anybody else noticing like stuttering or pausing on the stream? I mean, Megan, that sucks, but I hate to say this, but I hope it's only you. And I hope it clears up for you. KW, what's up, man?
One center localizer.
How you doing?
Intercepting localizer 1 center.
Good to see you, man. Been a while. Papa Fried G2 is not standalone. I mean, the Quest 2 is standalone for some things, but I have it plugged into my PC. You have to have it plugged into your PC to run MSFS. So yeah, Papa Friday wins. No, Micah already has endless copies of the fly-by-wire 320. Free membership to the channel. Micah, if I knew how to do that, honestly, I would do it. I don't know. I don't think I can do that. If I knew how to give free memberships, I would do it. I don't think YouTube lets you do that, man. KW learning the approaches in the Phoenix. Going good. Awesome, man. Anyway, gonna go. It's late. Yeah, man. It's good to see you. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, good luck with the approaches, man. Hope to see you next time.
Maintain Unicom land in.
Papa Fried, yours runs smooth. Oh, good. Oh, Bombasso, man, what's up? I think, dang, man, I'm sorry. What's going on, man?
United,
I think I saw your chat earlier and I totally missed it.
You are radar contact 10 miles
I am a bad streamer. I apologize, Bombasso. What's up, man? How is life going? Yeah, Bombasso, I missed. Like Shaq streamed last night and I missed it. I have no excuse. I just honestly, I got notified and I freaking forgot about it. Otherwise I would have been over there. But I know Shaq streamed a couple times and I've meant to join. And then, well, one time I was busy, and then last night he was streaming and I was like, oh, I got to catch up with everybody, and I forgot.
Southwest 1921, contact Indianapolis.
So I feel kind of bad actually.
See ya.
Beautiful. I'm not sure I like the paint scheme on this arrow. Like if that was, all right, this would look just like my arrow. If the gray, if you picture the gray being blue and that middle stripe being gold, that's what my arrow would look like.
Center 119.55. See ya.
But I can't find a livery that has an N number, like that's a U.S. registration, in my colors. But anyway, Papa Fry Quest 2 wireless. Oh yeah, Papa Fry, but I don't use it wireless, man. No, I've got the link cable. I get really good throughput with this link cable.
Level 180.
Level 180 for them now for your trailer Lima.
Oh, Basso, you can run wireless, but you definitely, yeah, you got to do a bunch of stuff, man. Exactly.
Romeo Papa, wind calm, runway 23
Megan, your battery's dying. Okay, all right. You got to go for about 20 minutes. Okay, all right. Charge your battery and come back. Come back for the exciting conclusion of the first flight, where you guys get to watch me smash this thing down. In reality, I had a really good landing on an incredibly wet, just rained on runway.
JetBlue 5321.
Kumbasa, you forgot about the stream too. Oh man. Oops. Sorry, Shaq. But yeah, Papa Fried, man. I run mine with a link cable. Actually, I don't know why I'm touching it because you guys can't see it. But
Delta 409, yeah. Washington Center closing. Radar services terminated.
JB, what's going on? You finally got a video going out? Nice. Everybody go check out JB Gaming, man. JB, you have been like crushing it last time I checked. But you got a video coming out. What's it about? What do you what did you produce? Megan, you're gonna meet the stream. Bye for now. All right, see you soon. Hopefully. And Papa Friday, exactly. To run the Airlink, you definitely have to have the router close, and it's got to be fast. I've never used it. But, yeah. Mikey, you know a guy who's painting a Cherokee. You could deal. So, Mikey, could you come? Please fly to Manassas and paint my arrow in this. Yeah, let's do the opposite. Instead of finding a livery that matches my arrow, why don't, Mikey, you could come up and help me paint my arrow to match this livery, which honestly I don't like, but I mean, it's gray. It's gray and white, and this is just the default JustFlight livery. Why not make it blue, man? But yeah. All right. One thing we need to do, it's been way past time to do this, but we need to switch tanks. So fuel pump's going on, monitoring fuel pressure and fuel flow. Right tank. Flow looks good, pressure looks good. That can go off. Let's stop that and reset this.
938, runway 1 center, cleared to land.
Yeah, we're a little unbalanced. Not too much. This would not be much too. Yeah, we're still good. Anyway. Too much chatting.
Clear direct.
Junior Dell 3080 Ti with the G2 has been good. Oh yeah, man. Just figured to use world scale and OpenXR toolkit. Yeah, man. OpenXR toolkit is essential. Absolutely.
Runway 1 center, clear to land.
Papa Fried, have I tried DCS? No, I haven't.
Short final.
Nope. On purpose, I haven't tried DCS. I can't. I barely have enough time to keep up with MSFS, man. I love watching DCS videos, but I can't get.
Number 1202 Romeo, Washington Center closing. Radar services terminated. Frequency change to advisory approved.
Unicom for Aero 1202 Romeo. Thanks for the GA love tonight, man.
United 1810.
All right,
contact
Unicom, we'll stay with him for a
Control
minute. Just listen.
119.85.
All right, over to approach for Ignite.
JB, give me it's American Truck Sim as usual. Sweet. Mike is like, how about no to come up and paint the arrow? All right. I hear you. Papa Fried, do I have the actual Oculus Link cable? Yes, I do.
Remember
I
844
on purpose
X-ray.
and based on a lot of research.
Closing, radar services
I
terminated,
ponied up
change
and I
approved,
bought the, I think at the time it was like $70. I bought the official Oculus Link cable. And I have to tell you,
November 36 Mike
I
Zulu,
don't
Washington
regret
Center,
buying it.
radar services terminated, frequency change to advise
a
approved
third-party
next.
cable may have worked, but a third-party cable also might have
United
given me
6121, you descend and maintain
all kinds of
3000.
fits and trouble and heartburn and made me cuss more than I usually do in real life. So you know what? I said,
Charlie
is
Fox, Sierra,
50
Charlie
extra dollars
Lima, Sorry,
worth
Washington Center's closing down, radar
saving
services
myself the
terminated,
frustration?
frequency change
And
advised
I
approved,
said,
and
yes,
good
it
man,
is.
Atlantic
And I
City.
paid up for the official Link cable. So yeah, I'm running the official Link cable. It's actually a little bit of a controversial topic, I guess. People say, well, why would you pay all that money for what amounts to just a standard USB 3 seat, whatever? I'm like, you know what? That's fine. You can go ahead and buy a third-party one, and I honestly, from the bottom of my heart, think, and I'm not talking at you here, Papa Friday, I'm saying in general, I honestly hope that it works out for you. But for me, I just don't want that frustration of finding out. So I bought the official one. I believe we're going to another waypoint. Yes, okay, we are. Like, the plane is banking.
United 6077, runway 30, taxi via Delta.
All right, so where are we? We are now somewhere over Maryland. Yeah, this is Maryland here. All right, Frederick is off to the left. And guys, seriously, MSFS is doing a nice job with the haze. I mean, it's not like a total haze layer like it is in real life in this part of the East Coast, but that's actually pretty good. Like, a lot of stations are reporting haze in real life. And I think MSFS is doing a darn good job of depicting it. So yeah.
JetBlue 5321, thanks. JetBlue 5321, Washington Center is closing down. Radar services terminated, frequency change to advisory is approved.
This is like that annoying passenger. Like, hey, are we there yet, guys? Are we there yet? Are we there?
United 6121.
Like, hey,
turn
can
right
I have a sandwich? Can I have a drink, please?
340, intercept the 1 center localizer.
Turn right heading 340, intercept the 1.
The interior is pretty well modeled here. Maybe on the way back we'll go at night. So the one reason why I did not choose to go real time is that November 4/7, so Pottstown Muni, there are no runway lights or taxiway lights, so you actually can't land there at night.
Southwest 2368.
But on the way out, maybe we'll set it to like take off around like sundown and arrive at Manassas, you know, at nighttime.
Southwest 2368.
Oh, JB gave me with the new SCS Volvo VNL. Oh man, I wish I knew what that was. It sounds epic. I love. Oh man, I bet it sounds epic too. Osiris 737 Project Quest 2 or Pro VR. Quest 2, man. Quest 2. Oculus Quest 2, and that's all. Pop Fried. Search up Syntec Oculus cable. It's better. Oh, cool. Okay. Okay. I don't think that was out there when I bought my Quest cable. The Quest itself was actually a gift from my family. Actually, my son gave it to me, which was epic. Because my Rift, my CV1 had just died, and he and my sister-in-law chipped in and got me the Quest 2. And I was like, man, you guys are awesome. Bombasa, you're trying your best to get American Truck Sim running wireless. You're missing something. Oh man, I have ETS. I haven't messed with ETS in ages. In fact, I have my Logitech wheel is collecting dust. Bombasa, you Junior Dell, yeah man, the Quest 3. Yep. Oh, I will be an early adopter. I'm buying it. I've been so happy with the Quest that the Quest 3 is like they have earned my loyalty. To be honest, I mean I was gonna say I'm not affiliated with Meta. I wish I was. I wish I was getting a kickback from Zuckerberg, but I'm not. But you know, honestly, I've been so happy with the Quest and the Rift before then. That yeah, I'm kind of. I know the software. I'm happy with the way it works. Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm buying the Quest 3. Bombasso, you bought 2 third-party ones. The second one worked. Only it sucked. Yeah, that's why I bought the official one. I don't know. I probably lost a little money, but I didn't have to worry about it. JB, all right, man. Yes, I will check it out. Everybody go check out the new video that JB Gaming's got up on his channel. In fact, go check out his channel. It's awesome. I mean, if you guys like trucks or just watching like videos of trucks, ATS stuff, definitely go check out JB Gaming. Junior, did I hear the sonic boom? So Junior Dell. Funny thing, I was actually on the way back from Pottstown Muni to Manassas when that happened. When I landed. So when I land, if I'm coming back from my dad's house, I always call my dad. Not when I land, but when I shut down. Even before I push back into the hangar, I always call my dad. So I call my dad. And the first thing he said was like, "Hey, are you okay?" And he said it kind of frantically. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine, man. It was a little bit bumpy, you know, whatever. It was busy, but, you know, with ATC. But yeah, it's fine. It was a fine flight." He's like he said something like, "All hell." He actually said the S words, like all S is breaking loose in DC or something like that, or all effing S is breaking loose in DC. And my dad's a real calm guy. He doesn't cuss much. I'm like, what are you talking about, man? I'm fine. I'm sitting out here outside the hangar about ready to call for fuel. He's like, a Cessna was like flying right at the White House. Are you sure you're okay? Like, I heard this was happening like right around DC or whatever. I'm like, Dad, man, slow down. I just landed. I haven't caught up. So anyway, long story short, I heard none of it when I was in the air. ATC was, you know, doing their job. Didn't hear. I mean, I was not monitoring guard. I did not have COM2 tuned into 121.5 because I had a bunch of ground frequencies, you know, like ADIS at Manassas and stuff tuned in my COM2. But no, I heard none of it.
Central Aircraft Washington Center is now closed. Thanks for flying.
Anyway,
sorry for any delays if there were any.
Papa Friday, planning on buying the Quest 3? Yes. Osiris, think you'll stick with the Quest Pro? Oh yeah, man, dude, Quest Pro is awesome. I can't afford a Quest Pro though. Osiris, how do you like it though? I mean, do I need to ask? And what are you running? Like, what's your rig like that you're running the Quest Pro? You've got to have like a 4090 and like a i9 13900 or something, right? Papa Fried, I should try to get it for free. Oh, exactly. Yeah, I'll be like, hey, here's the channel. Look, I've been really hyping the Quest. Hey, it can't hurt, right? A guy can dream. A guy can dream. All right, let's take a look at our flight plan. All right, so we got 80 miles to go. We have a top of descent marker already put there. Let's also get the weather real quick here. Sorry. Farmer Tech, what's up, man? Good to see you on a stream. What's going on? Been chatting a lot in Discord. Good to see you on a live one. Sweet, man. Farmer Tech, we are flying the pretty much exact same route that I flew up to PA to see my dad and to go to the Airshow. Now, the initial plan was to go to Reading, was to fly into Kilo Romeo Delta Golf, Reading Regional Airport, where the Airshow is actually happening. But the weather that Saturday morning was looking kind of crappy. So I mean, like, yeah, I wasn't. It was like shooting an approach to minimums crappy, which I'm not doing because I'm current IFR, I'm not proficient enough for that. So I left Friday evening, and the weather ended up being, it got real dicey around Pottstown when I got close. In fact, they had me set up for the RNAV 26, which we're not going to fly. We're just going to take the visual because I think conditions are going to permit. Although if we have to, we'll shoot the RNAV. But just as I was probably 15 or 20 miles out. The storms, they got really bad localized. Either heavy precip, and in some cases, I mean, I got some good pics of CB buildups with anvil tops just off to the east. And just as I got close, the storms moved off, and I called up ATC. I'm like, it was Philly approach. I'm like, hey, Philly approach. I'm visual. I can see basically there's a nuclear power plant close by with cooling towers. And I was like, hey, I can see the cooling towers at Limerick. I'm good. I'm visual. Cancel IFR. So I canceled IFR and I flew the visual. But it was getting a little dicey. Not dicey, but I was getting my, like, all right, I'm getting ready to shoot this approach kind of face on. All right, so there's York. Where is... There's Lancaster. So Harrisburg is up here. Yeah, so I got cut a little more this way because I kind of flew closer to Harrisburg than this is taking us, it looks like, but that's all right. So it didn't quite look like this weather-wise. Like, there weren't this many buildups, but there were, like, these localized buildups. It was really cool. Oh, yeah, okay, so you are on AMD. Okay, the 7800 X3D and a 4090. Yep, that makes sense that you can run that. Yeah, man. Yep. Cyrus, never going back to Quest 2. Love the colors and lenses and open design. Yeah, if I had the money and the horsepower to run one, I might consider it, man. Absolutely. Yeah, the Quest Pro is money. Junior Dell, yeah, that was a terrible incident, man. You didn't hear it, you're in Delaware. But did they really hear it that far north in Baltimore? I guess they got cleared supersonic. I guess it was like over the bay. So yeah, that makes sense. Farmer Tech, I think it's going to take a little while for the NTSB to release a report, but I think the initial inclination is rapid depressurization, leading to hypoxia and pilot incapacitation and passenger incapacitation. If they didn't get that mask on, if he didn't get the mask on very, very quickly after a rapid depressurization, there's just not a lot of chance. That's only taken from stuff that I've read and drawing a lot of corollaries to the Payne Stewart incident that happened where the same thing happened and they ended up just unfortunately running out of fuel and crashing. I think it was North Dakota. That's what it seems like. Papa Fried, what's my hardware like for flying this aircraft or any aircraft in the sim? My hardware is actually, it's in the stream description if you want to look at it, but it's a i9 9900K overclock 5 gigahertz 3080 Ti, 32 gigs of RAM, Oculus Quest 2, pretty much. Fake Wayne, what's up, man? You're up at Cruise in VR watching stream in VR. That's awesome, man. Oh, what a time to be alive, no doubt. Fake Wayne, what are you using, man? Are you using a FS desktop to watch the stream? That's awesome, man. Fake Wayne, where are you going? What airport or what aircraft are you in? Give us the details, man. That's awesome that you're in VR in the cruise watching a stream. Good Lord. FS desktop, exactly. Fake Way, man, that's so epic. Isn't VR awesome? Like, we have to band together and get as many people as possible using VR. I mean, it is too awesome for everybody not to be using. You know what I'm gonna do? We don't have ATC. All right, my tablet's over here. Do we? We have no ATC, and we're probably not going to get any. I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to clear us direct destination, because this is kind of about where I would have been. I would have been cleared direct destination a little bit before here. Medina's about 44 miles. We're going direct. Pottstown Muni. Let's go. All right, making that left turn. Yeah, I just realized, like, yeah, we're getting close to like the Conowingo Dam and stuff like that. Like, I don't get this route. I get routed a little further to the west. Yeah. All right, so what we also need to do is start looking at weather. So let's see if we can get Kilo Papa Tango Whiskey. There's no way that there's going to be weather at N47. So let's see if Pottstown is showing any weather. It's not. Okay, great. Let's go Reading. Kilo Romeo Delta Golf. That will get weather for Reading. 030 at 7. Okay, so that's favoring runway 08. Ooh, 1.5 miles visibility. Overcast 33. Okay. Cool. 6.4 on the altimeter. All right. No, ATIS altimeter set. Okay, let's look at options here. We don't have. Oh, come on, search. Pottstown Muni. First of all, let's pull up the taxi diagram. Let's pull up the. You know what we'll do? We'll pull up the RNAV 26. I don't know if we're going to need it, but we'll pull it up. How about information, weather? Okay, this is actually giving us Pottstown's weather. Overcast. It's 1.25 miles visibility due to haze. Overcast at 3,200 feet. 2967 is the altimeter. We'll just leave it set where it is. Okay. Farmer Tech, yeah, man. FS Desktop is awesome. It's really good. I mean, you can do. I mean, right now I'm just pulling in the kind of the chat into VR, but yeah, you can pull up YouTube videos or anything you can get in Windows. You can pull up. It's awesome. Fake Wayne, you're in the longitude going up to Manila. Nice, man. I think the longitude got some love with the AAU2. What did the longitude get? Oh, longitude got the ability to pull up Navigraph charts on the MFD through Navigraph. Yeah, man. Junior Del VR is freaking awesome. Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Underdog, what's up, man? Nice. Yes. Yeah, this is a little dicey, though, here, coming into Pottstown Muni. There is one RNAV approach. It's 2.6. I think I will accept that tailwind. I think we'll go ahead and pull up the RNAV 2.6, actually. Just to get us down. We can always circle if we want to, but I don't know if we're going to have to. So let's go ahead and pull up the RNAV 2.6 and just we'll go vectors. That's fine. We'll just load it and keep it handy in case we need it. Yeah. So at top of descent, we'll go ahead and clear ourselves down to about 3,000 feet. Let's check, actually, to make sure that's okay, since we don't have ATC online right now. Let's check the MSA to make sure we're not going to run into a... There aren't any... There's no mountains around, but there are some hills and obstacles. So let's take a look here. Let's actually take that off night mode. Let's hide that. Let's zoom in on this. All right, the MSA is 2,900 feet, so we can clear ourselves down to 3,000 feet, and then we can pick up RUSD at 3,000 and then just kind of fly the RNAV if we have to. Yeah, because this weather looks kind of crappy. Wow. So Harrisburg, I believe, this is the Susquehanna River, and we're about to fly over something kind of cool. That's the Conowingo Dam. Down there, where is it? There's a hydroelectric dam that, well, they don't have it represented very well here, but I believe that's it. Yeah. That little bridge down there is actually it's a hydroelectric dam that is actually kind of cool to drive across. And as a kid, I actually took a tour of it. The Chesapeake Bay is down that way. You can kind of see it off to the east. And yeah, we're kind of flying into some junk here. Cool. All right. Well, I don't know. We have an instrument rating. We know how to do this. This is kind of what I was looking at. Again, with not... the cumulus were not as dense as this, but I was definitely at this point getting prepped to shoot an approach. So this is actually pretty realistic. Underdog, that's a good question. Honestly, I haven't noticed much. Oh, with the YouTube stream going, I think it does. You do get a little bit of a hit. Just because Chrome or whatever you're watching the stream in, you're definitely using up some RAM, some VRAM too. So I think there is a little bit of a hit. Like with FS Desktop, I don't see any hit. Papa Fried is my favorite aircraft, still the 738. Yeah, I mean my favorite sim aircraft. Yeah, I'm always partial, like in the sim, to flying. In X-Plane, it was always the Zebo, and in MSFS, I think my favorite, like my comfort aircraft, like if I'm just going to go, if I'm going to fly like an airliner for the heck of it, like on, you know, just a for fun flight, it's going to be in the 737-800 usually. I like the 737-700 also, but yeah, that's my comfort aircraft. It's like my grilled cheese and tomato soup of aircraft. Whew. All right, getting ready to shoot this approach. Yeah, we may actually end up shooting an approach. I don't know. Well, we're going to drop down to 3,000 feet once we hit the top of descent here, so we'll see what we get. Farmer Tech, is the tablet different than FS Desktop? Yes. This is it. So Farmer Tech, like what you're looking at here, what I'm looking at the chat in is FS Desktop. That's the thing that lets you bring in, Windows from Windows. Like you can see here, the URL, like studio.youtube.live. I mean, this is just a Chrome window that I brought in. The tablet is this. I mean, that's a whole different thing. And one other thing I want to do is, I did pull in the, so here's the airport diagram for Pottstown Muni. It's nothing. So, by the way, we'll park over here. This is where I parked and tied down in real life, in this little area right here. So we'll come in 26, plenty of runway, even with that little bit of a tailwind. I think we're going to be okay for 26 if this is going to hold at 03. Oh, now it's 030 at 7. Okay. Well, we may actually at this point. That's at Reading, though. I don't know. Oh, where do we get that? We got it here. We go back to airports. Hour and 20. METAR is old at Pottstown though. 0304. I don't know. I think we're just gonna fly the RNAV for 26 and accept the tailwind and see what we can do. Papa Fried, man, I need to get back into X-Plane. Yeah, I would like to. I need to do that. I need to refamiliarize myself with how X-Plane even works. It's been a while. And they've probably taken a whole bunch of updates. Alright, so let's brief this approach if we're going to shoot it. We already got the ATIS, we set the altimeter. Avionics are programmed, so that's the 3 of the 5 A's. The 4th A is the approach briefing. It's the RNAV 26 Pottstown Muni. Final approach course is going to be 259. This approach can be a climbing right turn back to ROBRT and hold. Not authorized at night. It's not nighttime. Use heritage altimeter setting. We already got that. That's PTW. And that should be good. So it's ROBRT is the IAF 3000. The FAF is Nugay 2200. And then down to runway 26. LNAV minima are 1,040 feet. So pretty high. Minimum here on this approach. So let's see how we get on. So basically after Nugay we can just take it down. It's a dive and drive. This is an MDA. We dive and drive it down to 1040. Well, I don't like the looks of these build-ups either. Whew. Yeah, I'd be getting... Did not look quite like this on Friday night. At least not what I was flying into. Now it looked like this, like off to the west. Yeah, I'd be telling people, I'd be asking for vectors, actually, deviations to the, in this case, to the right, to get around that, and then we'd loop around kind of behind it. Because that's not something you want to mess with right there. But we're gonna mess with it because this is the sim. Man, this sim looks good, by the way. Check that out. This is pretty much exactly what the farmlands of this part of Pennsylvania look like. I mean, that's really, really good, really accurate. Okay, well, fasten your seatbelts, folks. Could be fun. Papa, you gotta go. Sorry, good luck on the landing. 172 feet per minute. Okay, I'll take that. If we get that, I'll take it. Because I honestly, I haven't landed the arrow in the sim in a while. And everything is in knots. So I gotta do this like knots to miles an hour calculation in my head and I get tripped up. But man, yeah, man. Hey, thanks for hanging out, man. It's good to see you. And yeah, check tomorrow night. I think we're gonna be back in the 738. All right, well. It's funny, like VR is so realistic, like I'm actually getting a little bit, like, not nervous. I mean, I don't get nervous when flying, but like getting ready almost. It's like, yeah, all right, we're gonna do this now. So we set everything up, everything's ready to go. I've double and triple checked everything. Passengers back here just chilling. They don't know
vertical
the
track
danger that lurks. All right. MSFS, yeah, see, yeah, I would ask for some deviations. All right, let's all right, let's go down. Let's see if the vertical speed works on this thing. Let's pull the power back and let's go down. And we'll see if we can get visual. I mean, if we get visual in time, then we will not need to worry about shooting an approach, but we'll see. All right, so fuel-wise, we're burning off the right tank, and the right tank still has more than the left, and it's been 30 minutes, so that's good. Let's go about 500 feet per minute down. Oh, man. All right. Into the clouds, head in the panel. So I'll just be doing my scan right now, looking at the AI mostly, but then also checking airspeed, checking altitude, heading, checking vertical speed, checking the TC. Actually, I don't have these instruments, to be honest. Well, I do, but my scan's a little different because I've got everything on the Aspen. But still, anyway, I would not be whipping my head around to look at chat. Underdog, do I have any issues with the latest? Yes, Underdog. Yeah, man, I did. And I did have CTDs. And I rolled back to, I think it's like 531.29. It's that like old standby driver. And man, it is, I don't even want to say it. Oh, by the way, guys, we're going outside real quick. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh, smash the like button, guys. That's awesome. Sorry, I don't say that very often during a stream, but I mean, for these visuals, oh yeah. I mean, come on. I will sell my soul a little bit and say smash the like button for these visuals because that is amazing in VR. Holy cow. Yeah, this is kind of like a broken or a scattered. I don't know. That's wow. Yeah, wow. Alright, so we got the manifold pressure back about 20 inches. The mixture doesn't really seem to have a whole hell of a lot of effect, but we'll enrichen it a little bit as we would during the descent. Coming through 5,500 for 3. Do we have our little vertical... our banana here? No, I guess not. That's fine. There's bottom of descent. That's fine. Okay. Cool. Bombasso, LOL nervous. You should have gotten in the Piper today. Exactly. That's what the passengers are saying anyway. Like, pretty sure this was a dumb idea. Alright, coming through 5,100 for 3. Caleb, what's going on? How you doing? Good to see you. Bombasso 531. I think it's 53129. I forget. I don't know. It's the one that it's like that rock solid one for people with a 3080 Ti that don't need like the fancy one to have, and that's the one I have. I would really like to be visual, folks. I would really like to be visual. It's funny too. ATC, and no fault of theirs, like Philly approach, I always get left a little bit high coming into this airport. And I have a feeling that I'm going to be left a little bit high here too. Even after my own vectoring. Man, the haze is really bad here. I guess this is realistic. I don't know. It said, what did this say? Let's go back here. 7 information, weather. 11 minutes ago. 360 at 6. Okay, so we're going 26. That's a little bit of a tailwind, but it's fine. 2 miles visibility haze. Yeah. 2969 is the altimeter. There we go. So we should be seeing this. So the landmark is like the nuclear power plant, and it's 2 giant cooling towers that stick up. And man, this is, I don't see it. This is going to be fun. Underdog, you're on 5130. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much the same one that I'm on then, except why are we doing, what the heck? Whoa, whoa, why are we, no. Why were we descending at that rate? That is not right. Holy cow. Alright, let's try that again. Vertical speed mode was not doing it for us there, so So there's like a simulated vertical speed button here. It's like this little panel here. If you click that, you can use the vertical speed controls on your autopilot. Okay, all right. So we don't want to go lower than, well, 2900 is the MSA. I'm not going lower than 3000. Manifold pressure in. Keep that mixture coming back rich. What the heck is going on here? Alright, 360 at 6 is the latest. That's not at our airport, that's at Pottstown Heritage Field, which is very close to this airport. Wow, weather sucks here. That haze. Are you serious? Oh, I'd be diverting right now. I mean, we're not going to because we're in the sim. We're going to go for it. But yeah, this would be a 1.5 mile visibility. Pass. And we've already blasted through autopilot off. Autopilot off. All right, so that vertical speed mode in the Aero sucks. I wonder if we're going to get in. Oh, this is this is like a marine layer. What the heck? All right, autopilot on. Let's get up to altitude hold mode, and we're going to go direct to RUSD. We'll see if we can get in there. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, let's just go heading mode. We'll kind of cut it over here, and then pick up the IAF. Oof, this is brutal. Yeah, wildfires. Skeptical, exactly. I think that's what this is. MSFS is trying to replicate. I'm not sure if it's doing the best job of it, but yeah, I mean, like, this might be what it looks like in Canada. Although, I don't know, maybe up here a little bit north of where I am, this is what it looks like. But yeah, this is the wildfire smoke. Yeesh. So folks, it did not look like this last Friday when I flew this. Farmer Tech, yes, the smoke coming down from Canada. Basically, like I think there's like a storm, like a low that's off of Nova Scotia, and it's kind of pumping everything, you know, like all the weather, you know, temperature and smoke to the south, because we've had very mild temperatures because of the Canadian air that's coming down from the south, and we've also had their wildfire smoke. So anybody on the stream right now from Canada, thank you for the very mild weather temperature wise, but you guys can keep your smoke. Because like I said, I was out playing golf today. We teed off at 9:30, got done around 1:30, and it was visible in the air, and you could almost smell it. That's down here in the DC area. All right, so we're just giving ourselves vectors here, and we're going to try to shoot this approach. Let's keep in mind the MSA. I'm sorry, the MDA, which was 1,040. So let's just call it 1,050. So it's going to be 3 for 1,050. Altimeter is set. And we'll take this from Rusdy, just outside of Rusdy. I'll hand fly it. Because I don't think this thing will even couple. This is disgusting. I mean, guys, I did not expect this level of weather for this stream. I mean, you can't even see my hometown. I was kind of hoping to show you guys like where I grew up, until I was 10. Anyway. Foolery, what's up, man? You've had the smoke for several days now. Oh, in Maine. Oh, you guys must have it bad. Does it look like this? Because this is gnarly. Okay, so there's the cooling towers. That's Limerick. They look actually really cool without all this haze, but where did they go? There they are. So right down there are the two cooling towers of Limerick Power Generating Station. That's actually exactly what it looks like, too. That's pretty cool. Guys, I don't know if we're going to get it. We're going to go for it because we're in the sim, so we're going for it. But there's in real life, if it looked like this, oh, I would be going home. I mean, I have enough gas that I'd be able to get right back to Manassas. Absolutely. All right. Oh, man. Underdog, you've had a week straight of rain in Texas. Oh, send some this way. It's been so dry. Farmer Tech, you're supposed to get some of that smoke down in Kentucky. I don't doubt it. I mean, it's prevalent. You know what we can do? All right, let's do this. Let's drop down to 2,200 feet. So disengage that. Pull the power back. Let's go down to 2,200 feet, and we'll take it from Newgay. And we'll actually do this. Let's go here. Let's watch that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What the heck? 1,000 feet per minute descent rate. Yeah, so that doesn't happen in real life, folks. Let's try to trim that out a little bit. And then let's go to flight plan. Let's activate the leg from Newgay. Activate leg. Yes. All right. Actually, let's turn the autopilot off. Why not? Let's hand fly it. Oh, all right. So, probably not going to have a lot of time to spend in chat, folks. It's a little aggressive. Yeah, exactly. That was crazy aggressive. Foolery's World, Junior Dell, never seen that kind of haze. Yeah, it's crazy. Underdog, going in the smoky abyss. That may be the last chat that you hear from me, folks. All right, let's pull this back. We need to slow down and get down. Feet on the rudder pedals. Oh, man. Like, I don't mind shooting an approach through a layer. I don't know how I feel about doing it in this kind of haze. Newgay is 2,200 feet, so let's not go too much lower than 2,200 feet. Let's turn it. And we're already descending. Keeping our head in the panel here. So after Newgay, it's down to, what did we say it was? 1050. I'm trying to lose a little speed too. All right. All right, the 5A's ATIS has been gotten. Altimeter has been set. Avionics are programmed. If I could hold an altitude, that would be good. There we go. That's pretty good right there. Okay. Approach briefing has been completed, and then approach checklist is next. And we'll do that in a second. Just trying to get my view set again. Okay. Final approach course is 259. That'll do. Cool. All right. Let's turn it in here. We're vectoring ourselves, obviously. Spatial D is real in VR too. Like, the horizon is... It looks like I'm climbing and I'm not. So... Spatial disorientation is the real deal. Let's go ahead and pull this back. Let's enrich in the mixture. I'm going to go landing lights on at this point too. I have no contact with the ground whatsoever. Well, a little bit, but yeah. Hand fly it, yeah, man. Just for fun. Is there a trick to trimming a GA aircraft? I mean, a real GA aircraft, yes. This one, not really. Watching the airspeed. All right. While we're descending rapidly, because we're not watching our instruments. This is how people get killed, by the way. All right. Yeah, we're way too low. And we blew through the final approach course. Can go gear down though. Speed checks. Yeah, this is disorienting as heck. Alright, let's get back on our... Alright, now we can go down to the MDA of 1,050. I don't have high hopes for this, folks. I really don't. Trying to get back onto our... Alright. There we go. Go down to 1,050 feet. There's 1,600. Alright. Pulling the power back a little bit. Flaps 1. Sorry, chat. I can't right now. This is... Yeah, we wouldn't be doing this in real life. There's 1,400 for 1050. Airport is over there somewhere. Oh boy. Props full forward. Fuel pump on. Approach checks completed. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's all that then? That's the MDA. We don't want to go any lower than that. Also plow into a mountain. Or a hill. Now we're just looking for the airport. Oh, I think I see it. No. Oh, yep. I see lights. Oh my gosh, folks. This is nasty. You guys see those lights? That's the airport. I mean, this is go around territory. Should we go for it? Why not, right? Oh my goodness. Alright. Pulling the power back. I don't care what my landing rate is either, folks. I see 2 whites. I see the runway.
500.
Alright, we got it. We got it. Final notch of flaps. Gear down 3 green. Red, blue, green. Holy cow, that was... Oh, now it's windy too. Oh, fun. Few reds over the trees. It's actually very realistic. We're fast. It's alright. Just pull the power out. Looking at the end of the runway, holding it off, holding it off. Oh, wow. Ouch. Oh, terrible. It's hard in the sim, folks. It's hard. Arrow braking, not touching the brakes. We'll roll it to the end. Oh, the poor arrow. I don't want to check the landing rate. Oh, God. Oh, that was brutal. Oh, that was awful. Oh, my God. My poor arrow. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh. The approach was not bad. Oh, Lord. Didn't make any radio calls. We're on VATSIM. I just want to hang my head and cry. Oh, God. Do we have to do it again? Oh, God. Crunch. Oh, touch of get there-itis. Exactly, underdog. Gotta get to that air show. Oh, that was awful. Oh, man. Max, thoughts on the crash in Virginia? Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Probably rapid depressurization leading to hypoxia. Oh, God. I'm not laughing at the crash. I'm laughing at my terrible landing. Oh, my God. Well, we'll check the landing rate. I wonder if I have the landing rate tool turned on. Oh, maybe I don't. Oh, you know what, guys? I'm not sure I do. Oh, did I forget to turn that on? Hold on, we'll see. Oh, I didn't have it on. Oh, thank God. Oh, well, we'll never know. Sorry. I had to restart the sim before I started the stream. So, yeah, but that was bad. That was a bad landing. Saying that was in the 200s. All right, so we'll pull it up. Where's the... All right, well, let's not pull it over there. Let's pull it over here by the fuel pump because we're going to use runway 8 to get out of here. Cool. All right, let's do this. Yeah, look at that. We had a tailwind. That was a wicked tailwind, too. Well, not wicked, but... So, anyway, that was not what I experienced when I came in here. Last week. James Johnson, what's up, man? How you doing? That was some nasty. I mean, that wasn't just like punching a layer or shooting an approach to minimums. That was like hazy crap. That's what that was. Let's leave it running, and let's again, guys. This was not intentional. I will admit it. That was a terrible landing. I mean, that was bad. I couldn't trim and I couldn't flare. Anyway, let's do this. We'll go back to Manassas. So now we'll replicate the flight that I did heading back to Manassas. What's the time? Because I think this is going to work out okay. Yeah, it's like 7, so we'll get there kind of as the sun is going down. So this could be kind of cool. So let me do this. I'm going to leave it running. Pretend like we kicked all the passengers out. I will pretend like we have the engine shut down and we are going to get some gas. So we'll fill up, and I'm filling up in my aircraft is 48 gallons, so that's about 300 pounds. That's pretty good. So 100 low lead weighs 6 pounds per gallon, so 50 times 6 is 300, so 48. That's close enough. Oops. And let's go ahead and let's lead this for ground operations. We can turn that off. We can turn that off. 1 second. Let's reset that. I'll stop that, reset that. Let me get my iPad out, and what I'll do, because we'll still go on VATSIM, let me pull up the next flight, which is... Nope, not that. Just looking at my iPad here. Saved flights. We're going from Pottstown back to Manassas. We're going to go at 6,000 feet this time. Is that in? Yep. We're going to go Medina, 408, Robert, and then Armel VOR. That's all in. Sorry, guys. Bear with me. We're going to land 3-4 left. Cool. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and generate that. And then let's file that, even though I don't think we have any ATC online. Stand by. Oh, page expired. Hell. Hang on. Hang on. Stand by. All right. Pre-filing or filing 1202 Romeo. We're IFR. We're a P28 Romeo. Off block time. That looks good. This all looks good. Let's file. Cool. All right. I just filed this out back to Manassas. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and pull this over here. Let's pull up our new flight plan. Flight plans, refresh plans, and November 47 to Manassas. Yeah, it looks like Washington approach is online at least. That's cool. All right, let's see. Yeah, they're probably not going to pick us up. All right, well, it might be a quiet flight. That's fine. Let's go here. Load the new flight plan. Max, have I ever had to deal with a failure, like a gear failure in real life? No. No, I had a scare once where what happened? Oh, okay, twice. Okay, one time was stupid. At night, when you have the panel lights on, the gear indicator lights are incredibly dim. And I was new to the Aero, and I put the gear down, and it didn't look like the gear lights were on, but in reality they were. And it's kind of a known thing with the Aeros, where they're just super dim. So I freaked out for about a second, and then I'm like, wait a minute, and then I turned the panel lights off, and the gear lights were on, and then I realized that was the issue. The other time, one of the, I don't know what exactly happened, but the nose gear indicated not down, and I recycled the gear, and I did get 3 green, and I was okay. So it may have been I don't know if it was a bulb or a switch or what, but everything was fine. But no real issues. The only time I came close to declaring an emergency, well, twice. One time I actually did declare an emergency was when my partner and I were shooting approaches in actual, and our autopilot did some crazy stuff, and we ended up getting spatial disorientations right over Winchester, Virginia, and ended up in the beginnings of a graveyard spiral. We ended up getting out of it okay, but in the process, my partner was at the controls, and he said, declare, and I actually did declare an emergency. And we ended up getting out of it just fine. Nothing happened. And the other time that I didn't declare an emergency, not even pan, was when I lost my alternator about 50 miles out of Manassas. But I was able to get back just fine. But that was pretty close to declaring an emergency as well for alternator failure. All right, that is good. Sorry guys, let me concentrate on this real quick. But yeah, Junior Dell, man, it was incredibly scary. That spatial disorientation episode raised my personal minimums for instrument approaches by many hundred feet, let's just say. Airports, actually. 7, let's pull up. Actually, I don't even need the chart. Let's hide that, and let's go back here. Let's go to sim brief. Let's get our new flight plan in here, and then let's get out of here. And actually, this could be pretty because the sun is going to set. Let's go back. I don't have this navigator, by the way, so if it looks like I'm kind of hacking around in here, it's because I am. Because I have an old navigator, not a 750 NXI. Let's go November 47. Pottstown Muni, and then we're going to go to Kilo Hotel Echo Fox, Manassas. We're going to go direct Medina. Now, actually, I did have my flight plan amended. I was given PTW, Pottstown VOR, as my initial fix, but we'll go ahead and just go direct Medina. Because in reality, by the time I got in contact with ATC, because the range, I guess, is not that great, either of my radio or their receiver 408. I ended up contacting them when I was pretty much direct Medina anyway. 408, is that what I said? Yeah, and that's going to be then direct to, exiting at ROBRT. Load that, and then it's going to be insert before. It's going to be RML, AML. Yep, cool. Enter this one, and that's good. Let's go back to our map, and then we gave ourselves flight level, but 6,000 feet initial. Cool. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go back to Manassas. Junior Dell Spatial D seems terrifying. It is, 100%. It is. It is. You have no idea. I mean, not you, but one has no idea what their your senses are telling you one thing, and they're the opposite. It is incredibly terrifying. Let's actually go local weather. Let's see. Let's pick up Pottstown. Cool. 0705. We're going to use. I'm sorry. 360 at 6. So we'll use runway 8, and the windsock is favoring 8. 2 miles visibility, haze, overcast 33, 29 or 69 on the altimeter, and that is set. Cool. All right. Still in GPS mode, and we're going to go direct to Medina. So we'll basically take off and then make a right-hand turn and then just go on course. Cool. And we don't even need that. We can just go VFR map because we'd basically be flying like an ODP right now. Obstacle departure procedure. James, have I been able to make it to? I have not. Not in real life, man. Nope. No, not yet. Not yet. Yeah, I know, man. One day. Junior Dell, do I switch my tank? I switch at 30 minutes and then after an hour. And a lot of times I just do it by looking at, generally looking at the gauges. But yes, after 30 minutes, so we've already burned about 10 minutes, you're just kind of sitting on the ground planning stuff and chatting. And then I'll switch on the hour, and we're actually going to taxi. Let me make sure I'm on Unicom, because I should kind of be making radio calls here. All right. Max Racing, will I make an IRL flight video? I think I have a couple up on the channel, but they're just shot from my phone. Like, I don't have a GoPro because they're expensive. And like 100 low lead is expensive, and hangar rent is expensive, and I can't afford a good GoPro setup. But I would love to. One day I will try to, like, if I have a passenger that has a GoPro, maybe have them film some stuff. I've taken a lot of stills. I mean, check out the Discord. I got a lot of you know, just like pictures that I've taken. But yeah, not like a full flight, like GoPro kind of style video. I would love to though. Bombasso, have I had any issues with the tablet? No, man. No, yours won't load apps? Huh. That's weird. No, man, mine's been rock solid, Bombasso. Looks like the weather is kind of breaking a little bit too, which is nice. Bombasso, got some used GoPro 4s and it looks good. Yeah, it's just a matter of honestly finding a little time to figure out how to settle that stuff up, because I want the ATC, I want the audio and all that too. Cool. So at this point, pretend like we already got our clearance from ATC, and right about here where we're sitting, I actually called because I couldn't connect my phone to my Bluetooth headset. So I actually called up Philly Approach on the landline and said, yeah, we're number 1, waiting for a release. And they said, time now, blah, 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 Zulu. Released for departure within 4 minutes, if not off within 4 minutes. Call us back. Time now, blah, blah, blah. And you read that back, and then you switch over to Unicom and you say, Potsdam Unity traffic, Aero 1202 Romeo is departing runway 8. We're going to depart the, I'm going to make a right turn, depart off to the west at Potsdam Uni. Cool. Something like that. Anyway. Just like in real life.
Breaking traffic, 927 heavy, descending via the Clipper to arrival on Reagan.
That's at Reagan. That's pretty far. All right, cool. Let's line it up. Runway 8. 08. 8 is on the runway. 8 on the compass, and 8-ish is on the DG. Okay, lights. Actually, we go ahead and put this on 2000 at this point. I should have set that. Altitude reporting, enter. Where's my lights? Lights, camera, action. No traffic is already on the runway. Timing is already set. Let's go. I already set trims for takeoff. All right, so we're gonna make a right turn and pretty much just climb straight up to 6,000 feet. Gauges are green. Airspeed is alive. Maintaining center line somewhat. Oh, and I guess we're rotating. Auto rotate. Nice. All right, let's pitch for. No more usable runway, gear up. Positive rate. Pitch down, should be pitching for about what, 90 knots? Although I think Richie said 100 knots in the climb. Now there are towers in real life. There is an ODP that we should have looked at. See that tower right there? You don't want to make the turn too soon. There is an ODP that actually ATC will tell you, fly the ODP and then direct Pottstown and then call us. So let's fly to about 1,000 feet and then make that turn, and then we're going to be in some nice IMC. Ninja, what's up, man? Have a good flight. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for joining. All right, now let's make that right turn. And we're in the panel at this point. This is IMCE. Just get us on a heading to Medina. Yeah, VR is incredibly realistic. Look at that haze. How cool is that? I mean, that is not bad, folks. I think this is probably pretty good, and then we'll get ourselves kind of situated. Let's sync the heading bug. This is what I would do in real life anyway, is kind of sync the heading bug. I should have had it synced up, and then we'll just go heading mode. All right, autopilot on. And then we'll go direct Medina. Control the vertical speed with the trim. Direct Medina, activate. Let's go. That. Awesome. All right. So now that we got a free minute to take a breath, let's pull the prop back to 2500. That looks good. Fuel pump can come off. Landing light can come off. All right. Climb checks are done. And we'll leave the power in. Nice. The Basso, $40, $60. And a cheap adapter that hooks up to the GoPro. It's easy. Yeah, man, I might hit you up. Wait, 40 bucks? 40 bucks for a GoPro? No chance. Really? Because that sounds... Whoops, what am I doing? What am I doing? All right, you know what? Reset that view. There we go. Well, you get to see a whole heck of a lot of the greater Pottstown area, but anyway, that's what it looks. Well, it looks a lot more beautiful and serene when there isn't a whole bunch of wildfire haze. I think the haze is a little overdone, but I think what's happening is the METAR, like the stations are reporting haze, and MSFS is, you know, it's interpreting it. It's not bad. James, I should do pilot vlogs in real life and hook up my mic to ATC, like Fly with K, Fly with Rich. It would be awesome. Trust me, I would love to do that, James. I just, yeah, I wish. I need to. It's a matter of time and money, man. Time and money. So what I'm going to do, we're going to do this just like I got my clearance in real. We're going to try to, since we don't have ATC, I'm going to try to replicate what ATC kind of gave me in real life. When we got to about here, I got a heading, and then they said, you know, fly, I don't know what it was, like, you know, 220 to join the Victor 408. So we'll do that. And let's do that. All right, so that's what, 4,300 for 6. Cool. Godoya Ninja here in Brazil. The Arrow is used for flight schools. You fly the Arrow 3. Awesome, man. Yeah, cool. Yeah, same here. The Arrow is a very popular instrument and commercial, especially commercial trainer. A lot of people here in the U.S. get their commercial on, you know, using an Arrow. Yeah, usually it is an Arrow 3, actually. All right, keep the climb coming here about, what, 700 feet per minute. This is about right. I'm going to lean a little bit in the climb. There we go. That climb rate's a little excessive, but anyway, if it's 5,000 for 6. Trying to keep it to about 100 knots, but it's a little tough to trim this thing out. I don't know, it's a lot harder in the sim than it is in real life. In the real life, man, once you trim the Arrow for a given phase of flight, it flies like it's on rails. Oops. Guys, if you're liking this stuff, don't forget, there is a like button. Just saying. I don't say it too many times per stream, but you guys like shooting approaches into 1.5 mile visibility haze. The like button. And subscribe. Why not? You guys know you love this channel. Why not subscribe to it? Alright, that's enough about that. Enough YouTube streamer talk. What do we got going on? Bombasso 4S does 1080p on offer on Facebook Market. For what? $60? So I can get a GoPro that'll give me 1080p, which is all I really care about, because that's all I can upload to YouTube anyway. There's 100 for 6 or 5900 for 6. Pay attention, fool. I have to level off here. Hold on. I'm going to use our altitude hold mode here to the fullest. There we go. Altitude hold, 6,000 feet. Commercial standards. Whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing? I said 6,000 feet. Cool. Hopefully prop back to 2,400 RPM. Manifold pressure is all the way in at about 2,400. Mixture, I can't seem to lean it. I'm just going to assume that that is leaned at this point. Anyway, Aviation Geek, what's up, man? How you doing? Flight is going great. We had some issues. Well, not issues, but yeah, man, the approach was gnarly into Pottstown. Bombasso, what is up, man? Bombasso, welcome to First Officer, sir. I appreciate the membership, man. What's up, man? Thank you for joining the channel. All right. Custom emojis available in chat at this point. I think now that we have, I think you, Bombasso, man, I think you may have pushed us over the edge of being able to add more custom emojis, man. But hey, thanks for your support, man. Seriously, thank you. Yeah, man, you've been on the channel for a long time, hanging out, and over on Shaq's channel. So, man, hey, thanks. That's awesome. I appreciate it, man. You have 4 of the... So seriously, like, you can get a 4S for, like... Man, that's a good deal. I mean, that's like... I mean, it's money, but it's not that much money. All right, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to say Aero 1202 Romeo fly heading 220 to join the Victor 408. All right, 220 join... 230, let's make it. Join the Victor 408. All right, so... This is pretty much what I got. I mean, it's cutting a corner, but it worked out good. So what I did was I got kind of close to here, and then I just hit direct GLOMO on the GPS, and it worked out good. Anyway, Farmer Tech, welcome to Captain, man. Thank you for the thanks for the membership. Welcome. Yeah, Farmer Tech, man, thank you for your support. Yeah, thanks for hanging out in the Discord and in the just in the chats. Yeah, it's been awesome. It's been awesome chatting with you in Discord, and even better to have you along here in the chat. I'm glad the timing worked out, and yeah, man, thank you for the support. Seriously, guys, thank you. That is Bombasso, Farmer Tech. That's humbling, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. Just glad you guys are enjoying this stuff. That's all. I don't know. I feel bad too. It's been a week, I think, since I've been able to even get a stream going. And honestly, y'all, it's like, I don't know. It's more just for the hanging out and the you know, the aviation chat and stuff like that. You know, I don't know. That's why I like doing this stuff. Just, you know, getting the word out about VR. I think, I don't know, I like to think because of, you know, just the community that we kind of got going on, that at least a couple people have realized how cool VR is. You know, but anyway, the point is, I guess, I appreciate, you know, all the support, and just having you guys in chat and as members. So awesome, man. Thank you. James, you don't know, oh, you get talking to Aviation Geeks. Oh, we screwed up. We got to go direct to GLOMO. We said join the, whoops. Nothing to see here, ATC. We're going to join the Victor 408. See? Too busy chatting and not paying attention to what we're doing. But anyway, so we're going to join the Victor 408 off that heading, even though we overshot it, and we'll pick it up here at Glomo, and then on we go. So that's fine. No harm, no foul. That would have not even gotten a call from EPC, by the way, in real life. Farmer Tech says, thank you for the conversation and the help and putting up with your endless questions. Now, of course, well, one, I mean, no, endless questions are great, and no, the feeling is mutual in the conversation. Absolutely, I love it. That's reason one why I stream any of this is, again, trying to get as many people together around VR as possible, and number two, because it's fun and I enjoy hanging out with you guys and the conversations and just the chat and the questions and actually learning. I mean, I think I've learned more. Actually, I definitely have learned more than I think I have imparted on anybody. I hope I have, because if you guys have learned anything from this channel, you should discard that knowledge immediately. But yeah, the feeling is more than mutual, man. Bombasso, you checked offer-up prices are a bit higher now, but check local. Yeah, I should. I mean, because that's really under $100 for a GoPro that works. I'm fine with that, man. That is awesome. James, you're talking to Aviation Geek. James said, how many miles to top of descent? It's a little ways, man. It's a little ways. In fact, it's so far out there that I am going to take a bio break eventually. You know what I need to do, since we're not on ATC, we're going to go to flight plan, and we're going to go... what I'm going to do is just go ahead and put in a altitude constraint at 0 AGL, so it's going to be about 200 feet at Manassas. Yeah, 192, that's airport elevation. I should know that. It's where I have an airplane. And now that should give us at least a top of descent point for our vertical track. Yeah, we got, oh my gosh, we got a ways. I'm not sure if the 750 NXI will tell us how far to TOD. I don't know, 90 miles, something like that. So 45 minutes. We got a ways. It's not a short flight. I mean, the flight from Pottstown back home was a little over an hour, but I got a lot of shortcuts, and I'm actually going to go ahead and try to replicate the shortcuts. Like I started getting vectors right around, was it Vinny? That I started getting kind of vectored in toward Dulles. So we're going to go ahead, I'm going to try to sort of replicate the ATC vectors that I got in real life. Anyway, Max Racing, we should fly a GA to an island. Yeah, we've done that. Check back on the channel. We've definitely done some island hopping. We did, oh man, did we do Croatia in the TBM, I think? Was it Croatia? Italy and Croatia maybe in the TBM? We did, I know we've done some island hopping around the Bahamas. Where else? We've done the Greek Isles, some of the Greek Isles as well. I forget in what. We did Hawaii in the Quest Kodiak. So yeah, man, absolutely. Hey, head over to the Discord and let me know what you want to see. Like, which island hopping adventures do you want to see? And yeah, we'll try to do them. We did the yacht too. Don't forget, Max Racing, that we did some island hopping in the Microsoft Yacht Simulator in the MY Poseidon. That was fun. Although that was a controversial stream. There were some of you out there who actually gave the stream, and I don't really care, but you gave the stream a thumbs down. You actually hit the dislike button for the yacht stream, and I was like, oh, come on, guys. Like, I don't mind, I don't really care in the end, but like the Bonanza stream that I did last week, where I couldn't get the damn thing started. There was one thumbs down. There was a bunch of likes and then one dislike, and I'm like, you know what? I'll take that. That was a crappy stream. We had a sim crash, and I couldn't start the thing. And yes, I would have disliked that stream too. But the yacht stream, come on, man, it was for fun. And somebody just hit the thumbs down. Like, all right, well, you know what? You can't make everybody happy. Anyhow, Bombasso BB, be right back. Yeah, Iron Man, see you in a minute. I'm gonna probably hit the be right back in a second too. Godoya Ninja, the yellow light, yes, it is the emergency gear extension, and it's fine. Honestly, in real life, my emergency gear extension has been disabled, removed per an STC. So I don't have this in real life, and honestly, it's fine. It is like that is a spurious light that's flashing, and apologies though that it is there, but it's spurious and can be ignored. And this weather is epic. Now this is actually fairly accurate to the weather that I had coming home on Sunday evening. I think I left around 4:30 from Pottstown, from Manassas, and they were calling for like, I think it was like 5,000 overcast. So I thought I would be in more IMC that I ended up being in, and in reality, I actually ended up 0 hours or 0 time IMC on the way back. But I was kind of expecting some. Actually, kind of disappointed I didn't get to at least kind of go through a layer. But anyway, this is pretty darn accurate. How do I center this map? Oh, there we go. Cool. All right, so we're going to keep going until we get to about Vinny, I think it is. And then we're going to vector ourselves kind of off to the southwest. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to give myself, if we don't have ATC, and yeah, it's kind of late, I think, at this point, for any kind of coverage. Yeah, I'm going to give myself what they call the Dulles East transition, which is a series of fixes that takes you to the west of the FRZ, the flight restriction zone, but to the east of Dulles. Depending on which way Dulles is landing, you get this transition a lot. And the two fixes are Steo and Hustle. And then they give you, so they kind of descend you down to 3,000 and then 2,000. And then once you get Manassas in sight, they kind of cut you loose and talk to the tower. So we're going to do that. James, we're squeezed pretty tight in this plane. Yeah, check this out. This is kind of what it looks like. Actually, here. Now, that's about what you guys would be looking at if you were in the back. Not a bad view, though. Not a bad view. It's funny, I've only ever ridden in the back of an Aero a couple of times, and I've never ridden in the back of my own Aero. It's like in your car. Like you don't know what it's like in the back seat because you're always driving it. When we were looking to buy an Aero, I did ride as a passenger in the back seat of another. We didn't end up buying it. A different P8. It was a 69, same year, PA 28R 200, and it was tight. It was tight. Yeah, this is pretty typical. Look, missing the carpeting here, bunch of stains. It smells in here. It smells like 100 low lead, hydraulic fluid, sweat, maybe a little bit of vomit. You know, the smell of a bunch of butts that have been sitting in seats. Anyway, not to get too disgusting about it, but it's true. It's got a very distinct smell. It smells like an old machine, is what it smells like. Let's see. Aviation Geek. How do you not use the bathroom on a 1 or 2 hour flight? Aviation Geek, I have a special device. Let's just say. It's like a jug that's angled that lets you do that safely and without spillage. Let's just leave it at that. James, you don't want to know how. James says, Aviation Geek, you don't want to know how many pilots go to the bathroom in flight. But let's say they have a hose under the pilot seat. Yeah, that's called a relief tube. I don't have that. I have a more rudimentary device that I did buy from Sporties. I mean, it's an official. It's not official, but I mean, it is designed for use in an airplane. I've never. I don't think I've ever actually used it in flight. All right, this is getting too into it. I've tested it sitting in a chair at home to make sure it works, and it does work. This is pretty cool. The We Love VFR stuff, like the smokestacks and the factories and stuff, that's really cool. Like, I don't know what that is in real life, but that looks pretty darn cool right there. Man, this weather is awesome, man. Dang. James, you'd rather hold it? Yeah. Well, that's why I try to keep my flights to like 2.5 hours. 3 is pushing it. Aviation Geek, no, I do not have my multi. Nope, I do not. The only reason is, well, 2 reasons. One, it's really expensive to rent multi-engine aircraft. And 2, I'm not sure I'm going to get a multi-engine aircraft. Not sure in real life that is in the cards. So if that ever became a possibility, it's not too hard to get. It's one of the easier ratings to get. But I just until I have to spend the money to get that, like if there was a chance that I would end up in a twin, or if Mrs. VR Sim Pilot's company really starts to take off and maybe she needs like a pilot to fly like a C-90. Anyway, then yes. James, nobody can fit in your car's backseat. You have a 2015 Camaro LS with a tiny backseat. That's awesome, man. What do they have in the Camaros these days? So I had a WS6 Trans Am back in like, what was that, 2000? And that had, I think it was an LS1. And ever since I sold that car, I've sort of just lost touch with what, engines are put into cars. But I had an LS1, man, and that thing, oof, man. Straight line, like in the quarter mile, just stock. Well, it wasn't stock. I had, what did I do? Like K&N, air filter. I did one other thing. I forget what it was, but pretty much stock. I think it was turning like 13.9 quarter miles. Not bad. But yes, there was no backseat. I mean, why even have a backseat? Guys, I hate to do this. I need like 2 minutes. I gotta take a bio break. So if you don't mind, because I would like to give ourselves a little bit of a shortcut closer to Vinny here to better replicate the actual flight that I took. Yeah, give me like 2 minutes. I'll be right back, folks. Let's see. Oh, Aviation Geek Dodge got a 700 horsepower truck with a $112,000 price tag. Oh my God, that's quite a truck. All right, guys, I'm going to put the headset down so you guys are going to see kind of a black screen. I don't want to risk even hitting the be right back button. Well, maybe I do. You know what? Let's Let's risk it. All right, guys, I'll be back in like 2 minutes, all right? Give me 2 minutes. Be right back. All right, sorry about that. We're back. I'm not sure why we lost all the music. It's so quiet. Hang on a second. Oops. There we go. Just realized it was like really quiet. Okay, we're back. Good Doya Ninja, you got a Kawasaki Ninja 50R and the seats are tiny too. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, that's a motorcycle, sir. Oh, man. That's awesome. I thought it was pretty quiet. Like the music cut out. I don't know. Streamlabs does weird things. Let's vector ourselves. Where did I get vectored? Sorry, guys. Yeah. Let's give ourselves a vector. I wish we had ATC. Yeah, let's call it 250. On the heading. Right. Heading 250. 250. I'm not trying to cheat here. This is actually what I was getting in real life, I think. I think it was right before Vinny that I started getting pulled off of my planned route, and ATC just kind of started giving me vectors, and this is where it got kind of really busy. Aviation Geek James, you should buy Corvette C8 and you're gonna buy 5 and you can start a car dealership. Oh man. Candy apple red with metal flakes in the paint. Oh, that's classic, right? Like a vet with, yeah, like either red or like kind of like baby blue with like metallic fleck. Oh man, that's awesome. All right, so we need to switch tanks, by the way. We're not paying attention. It's been way too long. So let's go fuel pump on. Verifying fuel pressure, fuel flow, switch tanks. Fuel pressure, fuel flow looks good. Fuel pump can come off. Reset that. Start that again. Yeah, we definitely... Well, we're not too imbalanced, but now we're on the left tank. That should be good for the rest of the flight, so we don't need to worry about switching tanks again, but we got a timer just in case. Cool. Excuse me. Awesome. I'm kind of tempted to like set the clock back a little bit, or set the clock ahead a little bit, so we can see how awesome this thing looks at night. I don't know. What do you guys think? James, don't run out of fuel on your account. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, well, what would have happened is we would have kept burning off the right tank, and the balance would have been crazy. All of a sudden, we would have had to dial in a whole bunch of trim. I mean, that's really why you switch tanks every once in a while, is to keep the fuel balanced in the tanks. Otherwise, you're way heavy on the left or right side. No, in reality, I'm not chatting, and just kind of hanging out, trying to pay attention. So what I have is like on my tablet, which this tablet's too big for the yoke, but well, yeah, it is. I have the tablet here, and there's a little timer that kind of sits down there that I'm checking all the time. It's kind of part of my secondary scan, I guess you'd call it, along with all these other gauges, which are looking really good, by the way. One thing we should do is get the local altimeter setting, because I have a feeling that our altimeter is out of date. Martin's, what is that? MTN, is that Martinsburg, Martinsville, whatever it is 2969. Yeah, it's a little off. There we go. See, this would drive me nuts in real life, too. Like, I'd be like, you know what? Why are we flying at 5,950 feet and not... and not 6,000 feet? So let's actually... There we go. 6,000. That's better. James Johnson, one Corvette C8 is $104,000. You guys are setting up a partnership, I can tell. Turn these lights up a little bit. Turn this up a little bit. There we go. So what do you guys want? Night? You want like nighttime, the current time that it's set to now, or like just having the sun go down? You guys let me know. I don't care. I think it looks pretty cool right now, but y'all let me know. Alright, at Manassas, by the way, we're not going to shoot an approach. I think we'll be visual. Let's go back here. I think the weather's looking pretty good at Manassas. We'll be visual. We'll take the left side. There's always an error getting the weather at Manassas, but then if I type it in, it works. By the way, VATSIM radio, folks. I have not talked about VATSIM radio in a long time. I guess I assume everybody just kind of knows about it. It's awesome. Error. Okay, that's fine. Let's do Dulles weather. It's pretty close. Let's go weather, airport weather. Okay, yeah, 280 at 9. So that's favoring the 3-4s, 8 miles visibility. So yeah, there's a little bit of haze, I bet, that's reducing that off of 10 statute miles. Few at 8,500, broken 25,000 feet, 2.3 on the temperature, 2970 on the altimeter. Cool. Awesome. Yeah, so we'll use 3-4 left. There's that haze down there. Sheesh. Yeah, this is a good vector. James, this is good. Yeah, cool. I agree. Yeah, this is good. We're gonna fly into kind of sunset. I love it. Let me do this. Let's go back here. So at this point, I would be getting a couple of fixes. They'd be like, "Hey, are you familiar with the Dulles East downwind transition?" I'd say yes. They would say, I'd say yeah. Steo and hustle. They'd be like, "Yep, Steo hustle." Okay, cool. All right. So let's go here. Let's go insert before. Let's go. Oh, which is the first one though? Is it Steo? Bear with me. Yeah, Steo, and then you get this a lot when Dulles is landing north. You'll get this transition, which is awesome. It's a big shortcut. Flight plan. Insert before, and it's HUSEL. Entree. Go back to our map. And then at some point they'll give you I was wrong. Hustle is first. Ask me how many times I've done that in real life. Can I like drag and drop these now? We can delete it. There we go. That's it. So at some point they would just give you direct to hustle, and yeah, this is pretty good. This is pretty right on, actually, folks. Cool. Everything looks good. Sim is so good. Oh, I missed this, man. It's funny, like the last week, like I was telling you guys, like been so busy. I've been like, man, something's kind of missing. It's like, oh yeah, I haven't streamed. I haven't even, not that I haven't streamed. It's like I haven't used the sim. It's just so good. Like even after flying like up to, you know, Pottstown, Reading area and back, like getting back, I got back kind of late Sunday night and I'm like, damn it, I can't even stream, it's too late. Like, but you just flew like an hour, well, total hour and a half, you know, all the prep work and stuff. I don't know, sim is just too cool. To see the night lighting in the Aero, it's really good. There we go. Who is Aviation Geek? Dre Sanchez. Oh, DCS. I gotta check out more DCS stuff. I mean, to me, like DCS is even harder. It looks even harder than MSFS. Like, I don't know, maybe just because I'm so unfamiliar with like military aircraft. I don't know. It just looks really complicated. Like you have to read through lots and lots of manuals to figure it out or something. I don't know. It just looks really complicated. But like watching other people do it is awesome. Got excessive cross track. Oh, it's because I'm in heading mode. Thanks for letting me know. There's a build-up over there. Hold on, let's take a look at that. It's a weird-looking build-up. They don't usually look like that. Oops. Or streaming right there. That is nice. Oh, screenshot. Oh man, that is awesome. Oh, this flight would be so great. Except for all that haze. That is really cool though how like MSFS weather, like their weather system kind of extrapolates, you know, a bunch of METARs reporting haze or lower visibility close to the ground and kind of was like, yeah, you know what? It must be hazy here. Let's put some haze. And in real life too, the sunsets here in the DC area at least have been epic. Like with all the particulate matter in the air from those wildfires, like it has been like post-apocalyptic awesome. Like with the amount of like just junk in the atmosphere from those wildfires, like the sunsets have been just really good. I missed the one tonight because we were streaming. Anyway. What are we looking here? Alright, so pretty close to about here. Just to the southeast of Frederick. Yeah, we'll give ourselves direct hustle. But then we'll also descend ourselves, because at that point, we would probably get at least 5,000, maybe 4, I forget. I think they stepped me down to like 5,000, kind of right about now-ish, and then down to 4. And then definitely between Hustle and Steo, I was down to 2,000. Like I was down to 2,000 about here. And was able to see very clearly the buildings of, it's a town called Reston, Virginia. Flew right over top of, it's called Lake Anne, anyway. How's everybody doing in the back? You guys good? Yeah, we good. Great flight, sir. How's the baggage looking? It's a proper baggage compartment back there. I have like a bulkhead here. I don't have these nice curtains either. I love the 1975, 76 curtains that you can pull across in case you just really don't want to see anything at all. You can just draw these curtains. Do they work? Ooh, I never tried that. No, they don't work. Anyway. All right, so right about here, they would say Aero 1202 Romeo, descend, maintain 5,000. So let's make sure that we don't have any ATC online. We don't. Yeah, we're good. All right, descend, maintain 5,000. About 20 inches manifold pressure and pretty much no change to the trim should give us 5,000. I'm not touching anything. I just pulled the power lever back, well, the throttle in this case, back to 20 inches, and look at that, 500 feet per minute. See, that's pretty realistic. I don't know. People bitch about the flight model in MSFS. That is pretty darn realistic. Pull the power. Alright, well, now it's give it a little bit of help here. Whoa, 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 whoa. What the heck? Okay, that's weird. That's just the autopilot. That's not the flight model. I think, is it still in this mode? I'm not sure what's up with that. Anyway. I spoke too soon. Alright, 5,000 feet. Let's go. There we go. James said, have I had more than just myself on the plane? Yeah, absolutely. Yep. I've flown my family before. I've flown buddies. A buddy of mine and I went down to Blacksburg, Virginia, just for lunch. We were both graduates of Virginia Tech, so we both went down to Blacksburg. Actually, his son goes there now. Taking my daughter to, Tangier, which is an island in the middle of the Chesapeake Bay. Yeah, definitely. Definitely have had passengers. Usually it's just me. But yeah, I actually like having passengers. It's just trying to find somebody to fly with. And then my partner, I have a partner in the Aero. He and I, we fly together when we shoot like practice approaches. So he's with me for that. So yeah. But even when we shoot practice approaches, like for some reason I am almost always left seat, like doing the landings, like when we come back. But he's a great pilot. He is a commercial pilot with a CFII and an MEI. There's 5,000. All right, maintain 5,000. 2885 Romeo, proceed direct hustle. So now we would get this, activate that, nav mode, and from here, kind of hang out at about 5,000 feet for a minute, and then I think usually about now we would get descended down to 4,000. That 4,000, the 6 to 5 and the 5 to 4 descent come pretty quick. Let's just go ahead and clear ourselves down to 4,000. All right, just to maintain 4,000. 4,000. And this is where it gets pretty busy because you're on with Potomac approach and they are controlling. Well, there's a lot of Potomac approach controllers. Some are controlling like flights inbound from the west, the east, the north, the south, stuff like that. But at this point, you're always hearing lots of traffic coming into Dulles. And if it's like VMC, you're getting like Aero 1202 Romeo, traffic, 12 o'clock, same direction, 1,000 feet above is a like Boeing 737 about to overtake you. Like, all right. And then like right over top of you goes a Boeing 737. That's awesome. So, James, is the bird in the sim harder to fly than in real life? Honestly, it's harder to land. I'm gonna say yes. Well, yes and no. I mean, like in the sim, like on that flight on Sunday, that I took, like that is, we're replicating right now. I mean, I was getting kicked around by turbulence like the whole flight. So that is a little hard to get used to at first. But like landing it, I land the real Aero so much better than I land the Aero in the sim. And trimming, like trying to trim this Aero compared to trimming the real thing, excuse me, for like a constant descent. Well, actually, I have a really good autopilot in my real Aero that I just dial in a vertical speed and it pretty much holds it. But I can trim the Aero for a 500 foot per minute descent rate and let my hand off the yoke pretty much, and it'll just fly it. All right, there's 4,000. So yes and no. Is it easier in real life? Parts of it are. Actually, most of it actually is easier in real life to me. I mean, I don't know. You know, for somebody who hasn't flown an Aero in real life but has flown one in the sim, I think you'd be surprised at how. I mean, even the Aero isn't the fastest airplane on the planet. Trust me. But when you fly it for the first time, like if you're used to flying like a 150 or a 172 or even like a like a Cherokee, like a Warrior, it'll feel like you're hanging off the tail for a while, until you get used to it, and then it's like, oh man, this thing is slow. Like you kind of get used to it. All right, so that's Dulles right off the nose there, and then we're gonna make a. So this is that Dulles east downwind transition. There's Hustle. And then it'll take us to this fix called Steo, and it just is a nice downwind. That's why they call it the east downwind transition. But anyway, yeah. Aviation Geek, VR Sim Pilot flies his Aero at Mach 0.89 at flight level 410. Yeah, not so much. Let's get the local weather here. That's Gaithersburg, GAI, 280 at 4. Yeah, we're still using 3.4s. Altimeter 2971. Okay. There you go. Fuel is pretty balanced. I probably would. Yeah, we'll keep it off the left. Yep, I'm good. At some point pretty soon I would get descended to 3,000. They kind of start stepping you down to stay out of the way of Dulles traffic. So at this point, yeah, it'd probably be like Aero 1202 Romeo, descend maintain 3,000. All right, descend maintain 3,000. Pull the power back to about 20 inches, 500 feet per minute descent rate. Keep it going down. Yeah, see, that doesn't happen in real life. But again, I have a knob on my autopilot that lets me dial in a vertical speed, and I don't have that in this aircraft, so I'm trying to trim it. There we go. That's pretty good-ish. I'll use the yoke. Come on. Yeah, trimming in the JustFlight Air. The JustFlight Aero is not as accurate as the real thing. Aviation Geek, you love the look of the Aero, very sleek. Yeah, man, very slick. Yeah, and even more slick than this Aero is the short body Aero, like the one I have, the older Aero. It's a shorter fuselage, and it looks. I don't know. I like the look of it. The newer Aeros, like I think from the 3 onward, maybe the 2, they stretched the fuselage by about 6 inches, and it still looks good. But I don't know, man. I like the look of the short body Aeros. You lose leg room in the back, but they're faster, and they have a different wing. And honestly, I think the Hershey bar wing, it's more of a straight wing. Like, see how this wing has like 2 tapers to it? Mine is pretty much a straight, like looks like a Hershey bar chocolate, which is why they call it the Hershey bar wing. It doesn't float, so like if you pull the power, it will drop like a brick. But it is amazing in like a crosswind. Like you just It handles a crosswind like there's no crosswind. But you have to be careful. Like you can't just pull the power like when you're over the numbers, like in a 172. You can't just pull the power. It will drop like a brick. Which is actually why it's a little harder to fly this one because I'm not used to flying this like this wing. All right, so this is very accurate. That is Reston, Virginia. That is Lake Ann off there. I have a really good friend, actually my best friend since like elementary school, lives right off of that lake. Reston is like a, I don't know, like a mixed use. They got commercial businesses and high rises and stuff. It's a kind of a planned community. I think this is the Dulles Toll Road right here. Oh yeah, we're home. Yeah, right about here, you're like, yeah, we're gonna get home. We're good. All right, Aero 1202 Romeo just to maintain 2,000. All right, 2,000. Down to 2. Manassas is going to be, what, off of our... kind of 2, 3 o'clock there. We'd have 133.1 dialed up here, ready to talk to tower. We've already got the ATIS. We've got ground 121.8 in the standby, ready to go. Aviation Geek, James said, Aviation Geek, you guys should go to Hershey and raid the chocolate factory. That's in Pennsylvania, man. Actually, I think it's kind of close to Lancaster. No, it's close to Harrisburg. Never been there. I've been to Hershey Park. Aviation Geek, yeah, you've seen some arrows landed across when they handle it really nicely. Yeah, it's pretty benign. And honestly, that's another thing, like between the sim arrows and real life. In real life, it's a lot easier to land in a crosswind in the real arrow, for me anyway. I don't know, than in these sim arrows. All right, Manassas is going to be over there somewhere. Oh, this haze is killing me. All right, 2,000 feet. Let's hold that altitude. We're pretty much ready to disconnect the automation and just fly it. We'd probably be getting close to getting a vector just toward the airport, and then they tell you, if it's visual, you're clear visual 3-4 right. They always say 3-4 right, even though I'm on the west side, 3-4 left. Clear visual 3-4 right. Report Manassas in sight. I don't see it yet. In fact, we might not see it for a while. Aviation Geek, you gotta raid the butter factory first. Train needs some more butter. You guys are talking about DCS. All right, we're getting close. More outside view. Oh, it's so hazy. This is man. I'll tell you, man. MSFS nailed this Canadian wildfire haze. This is really good. This is pretty much what it looks like flying over this part of the world too. All right, cool. Let's give ourselves vectors at this point. So fly heading 230. Advise Manassas in sight. All right, 230, and we will advise Manassas in sight. I would definitely I'd be pulling the power back a little bit, trying to slow down. We're gonna take the visual. Let's see if we can get local weather at Manassas now. Yep, Dulles. 290 at 8. Okay, so we're gonna have a little bit of I'm sorry, it's 280 at 9. 8 miles of visibility because of the haze. And the altimeter 2970. Okay. Alright, that is good. Let's go back here. One thing I think we can do, now I do it differently on my navigator. If we go flight plan, I'm sorry. Procedures, approach. If we just go visual 3-4 left, it should give us Nice. Yeah, it does. There's 3 miles. All right, so we'll kind of vector ourselves for that 3 mile. Actually, it's a pretty good vector that we're on right now. And then they'll give us like a right base, 3-4 left. Cool.
Vertical track.
Yeah. Pattern altitude is 1,200 feet at
Vertical
Manassas. Aviation Geek. Yeah, I'm glad I'm back streaming again too, man. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, same. Yeah, it feels good. Feels like... Alright, there's Manassas off in the distance. Yeah, it's not that I didn't want to be streaming. It's just that there was way too much going on. And like, if I don't have time to set up, even a half-decent stream, I'm just not going to force one. I've tried that a couple times where it's been like a last minute, like, hey, I'm streaming, let's go. And like, it doesn't work out that great. So, yeah. Like I said, I do have one planned for tomorrow. You know, if things work out and I'm back in time, I've definitely got one planned for tomorrow. So, so stay tuned. Okay, all right. There's Manassas, I think. It's hard to see. Holy cow! All right, let's go mixture full ridge. Close. Oh, this haze is brutal. And this is actually going to be kind of challenging. This is my home airport. I should be able to do this. But, all right, stand by. We're going to try to do this. All right, let's go autopilot off. Let's get down to 1,200 feet. Pull the power back. Let's go landing light on. Manassas traffic, Aero 1202 Romeo is about 5 miles east of the field. We're going to enter a right base for 3-4 left at Manassas. All right, cool. Gas, do our gumps check, gas, good. Undercarriage, not yet. Mixture is full rich. Props, not yet. Switches, fuel pump on. You can go gear down. Speed is good. There's the airport. I can see the edge lights for 3-4 right, so that's good. Just trying to get it down to 1,200. This haze is nuts. So gumps check, good. Props to go. All right, I see 3-4 left. So we'd be on with tower now. It'd be like Aero 1202 Romeo, right base, 3-4 left, 3-4 left. Clear to land. You get clear to land pretty quickly because there's no traffic. All right, gears down. Let's pull power here. Get into flap extension range. Feet are on the rudder pedals. It's a heck of a descent right there, buddy. Pulling power. Let's go ahead and make the turn. First notch of flaps. There's 3-4 left. This is looking okay. We need to pitch up. Now we shot through final a little bit, but not too bad. Oh, the haze. Holy cow. Trade some airspeed for altitude for airspeed. Props full forward. This is looking okay. 2 reds, 2 whites. The short runway. My hangar's on the west side. Trying to use some trim here. Yeah, see, this is where the trim gets tricky. It's a lot easier in real life to trim this thing out. Yes, let's slip her in there. Let's butter this. Let's grease it. Done this a million times on this runway in real life.
500.
All right, red, blue, green. That's my final check. It's good. Looking good. We already got our landing clearance. Slow it down here. It's about 80 knots. It's good. Last flaps. Let's go. Do a full flap landing. Slowing it down. On the back side of the power curve now, so you got to catch it with power. Don't get too slow. 70. This is looking good. Pulling out some power, not too much though. I don't want to stall it in. Pulling out more power. Looking at the end of the runway. Into the flare. Pulling power. Looking at the end of the runway. Holding it off. Pretty good. Flaps back in. Aero braking. No need to smoke the brakes. No need to smoke the brakes. No need to. It's not my. It's Sim's brakes, not mine. And tower would say Aero 1202 Romeo, left 1 able, monitor ground 0.8, ramp via Alpha. Alright, ramp via Alpha, monitor ground 0.8, 1202 Romeo. Good day. So pause here, clean it up. It already is cleaned up. Fuel pump comes off. Mixture is lean for ground ops. So let's taxi back to the hangar. Why not? Let's complete the flight. I'll even like taxi back to where my actual hangar is. Ooh, you guys get some inside baseball here. And then we'll check the landing rate. Yeah, awesome landing. I think so too, man. I think so too. Indrajit, hey, what's going on? Oh man, you're welcome, but welcome you. Oh, I hope you've been watching for a little while because it's kind of the end. But yeah, it's funny, like MSFS kind of got Manassas Airport kind of right. I mean, this is kind of what it looks like over here on the west side. So not too bad. MSFS, not too bad. The buildings on the right look boxy. Yeah, you're right, actually. They're in the right place. They're just like 1 story too tall. Like they're like 1-story buildings. They're like that to the right. That's the EAA hangar, EAA 186. Yeah, no, actually, I take it back. These MSFS got this all wrong. The buildings look like crap. Aviation Geek, I agree. That was a pretty good one. We'll check the landing rate. It's better than that landing into Pottstown. So we would exit here and then make the left here. James, nice butter. Yeah, man, thanks. That was good. That was very comfortable. That was what it feels like coming home. I don't know. Coming back to your home airport, like, you know all the landmarks, you know what it looks like. It's just a nice, comfortable, cozy feeling. Farmer Text. Oh, Indrajit, you just opened YouTube. Yeah, this is not what this airport looks like. All right, this is not. I mean, the taxiways, kind of, but yeah, not so much. Indrajit, oh, you just opened YouTube. Sorry, man. All right, so we would slow it down here. There's a big hill that goes down here, actually. So you kind of slow it down and then peek around here. And nobody's coming. All right, cool. Let's not clip the right wingtip. Actually, I would have the landing light turned off too by now. It's over here. Yeah, no, this is my hangar is not this tall. Anyway, let's pretend that this is my hangar. It's not, because that would be a little too much. And then you kind of spin it around like this because you're going to have to push it back. So you do this and kind of stop it here. And there's actually more like distance to the opposing hangars than this. All right, I'm not going to shut down because MSFS will close all my windows. So let's set the parking brake. Indrajit, love the arrow. Yeah, man. First payware, the turbo arrow. Yeah, the turbo arrow is nice. I have the turbo bonanza from Black Square, and I love that thing, man. But yeah, the JustFlight arrow is pretty nice. I mean, look at this thing, right? It's all right. So yeah, so imagine these buildings like cut in half, like these hangars cut in half. That's more what this looks like. But other than that, that's pretty good. It's not bad. I don't know why MSFS has to add like an additional story to like terminal buildings and hangars and stuff. I don't know. Oh, James, yeah, a Mooney Bravo. Oh, that'd be money. That would be money. Aviation Geek, yeah, thanks, man. It's a heck of a lot of fun. Armor Tech, you need to get the rudders, then you'll have the complete set. Yeah, they're kind of essential for GA, in my opinion. Indrajit, you know, the King Air. The Bonanza is awesome. Anything Black Square touches is awesome. Let's check the landing rate. 94 feet per minute. I'll take it. Let me zoom in on this so I can get myself a little screenshot later. All right, there we go. Yeah, not bad, folks. Not bad at all. Yeah, but Indrajit, highly recommend the anything Black Square touches, guys. You know what? I think that's going to do it for tonight. I think that was a good stream. It was a lot of fun. That was actually very, aside from the, you know, the haze that we had to shoot through to get to Pottstown, that was pretty accurate to the real world series of flights that I took there and back this past, you know, again, it was kind of a long weekend for me. Yeah, the JustFlight Arrow did great. It was fun hanging out. Farmer Tech, you're calling it a night. Me too, man. Indrajit, where did I get the tablet? Real quick, guys, check the... Oh, well, it's not in the stream description. It's the flightsimulator.me. So Flight Simulator, all one word, .me. All in one tablet, man. Aviation Geek. Yeah, see you on the next one, man. Hopefully see you tomorrow night, actually. Underdog, very nice stream. Thanks, man. Guys, if you liked it, hey, don't forget to hit the like button. Seriously, it does help the channel. Helps get more people over here that can have a good time. So, yeah, don't forget hitting like, man. Oh, Jason, man. Oh, you just about to end the stream. Yeah, you missed it. Sorry. We're going to do it tomorrow night. Don't worry, Jason. But welcome. And yeah, thanks Farmer Tech and Bombasso for the memberships. Appreciate that, guys. Thanks for supporting the channel. And Jason, man, thank you also for supporting the channel as a member. Really appreciate that. It actually does help a lot. I don't promote it and ask for it, but it really does help, guys. So thank you. Thank you all. Anyway, for me, Jason, I'm sorry, man. You really did just miss it. I just landed. But check the replay, man. And like I said, we're going to try to do this tomorrow night. Anyway, yeah, for me, that's it. You guys all have a great night and a great day tomorrow. And keep your eyes open. I think we're going to do one tomorrow night. PMDG 737, Bradley, BWI, Atlanta. If I get the time, so keep your eyes peeled for that stream. And yeah, we'll see you guys on the next one. Appreciate it. Have a fantastic night. Oh, Megan, sorry. Oh, Megan. All right, Megan, keep your eyes peeled for tomorrow night's stream. I'll see y'all later. All right, that's it for me. Good night.